comrades, today is November 10, 2025, and the current time is 8:17 p.m. The elevator that reaches the lowest steps of the Institute is currently out of order. If you know a comrade stuck in the lowest reaches, please find a way to communicate with them that the elevator is inoperable for at least the next 24 hours. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
We're cavemen. Hello, comrades. Good evening to the new Rimworld run, where I've barely tested today's mod list, and I'm just going to hope that nothing explodes on us today. Are you ready to become a caveman, or cavewoman, or cave person? Are you ready to embrace your roots and become one with nature, where we are unable to literally do anything except make fires? Which is going to be a little interesting because we're going to be stuck in the tribal stage for quite some time. So hopefully it's going to be at least a fun experience. The run's theme is going to be, we're going to try to get all the way to the industrial era, and then I think we'll be quote-unquote victorious. So hopefully it'll be fun. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Hello, Espada and Sun and Immortal and Marksman and Ray and Aggressive Marksman for being first today. We are playing with some other mods that I need to quickly... I'll adjust these in a bit, but we should be fine. I did turn off Combat Extended. I hope nothing bad is going to happen with me disabling it, so we'll find out how well playing this without Combat Extended is going to be. Because again, I was like, why don't we try Vanilla? What do you think? Should we do Combat Extended or should we do Vanilla? You just got into Star Sector and you started to feel the pain running colonies. When they start making money, everyone tries to raid them. Oh, trust me, I know that feeling all too well. The best way to deal with it is you have to just really assert your authority, and I think you have to start setting up protection fleets and really cranking up that starbase quality as high as you possibly can. So, anyways, welcome to the caveman experience. I have no idea how this is going to operate. You're saying full send it without combat extended? I thought playing without combat extended might be a little interesting because we normally play with it all the time. So I was like, okay, why don't we do a run without CE and see how it pans out as part of the UNGA BUNGA experience. Because we're not gonna have access to a lot of ranged weapons anyways. It's just basically beating people up with, well, you know, clubs. So it is a fairly vanilla experience, yes. Also, hello, Ronnie, how are you? Let's just crank this down. However, I will change insta-kills down to 0% because I find that really stupid. And then the rest of this is probably going to be fine. We will leave anomaly threats on. I think anomaly threats would be kind of interesting while playing as cavemen. And we will crank aging rates to 400% for everyone. So why am I switching child aging to 1? I want them all to grow up. Everyone needs to grow up and eventually die if they live long enough. If I could, I'd probably crank it up to 8%. No, we're not gonna do pure masochism. No, it's worse. It's they are not able to do anything. You'll understand soon enough once we start making our various people. However, I did install 2 major mods. Basically, we have VFE Tribal and VFE what's it called? We have VFE Tribal and VFE, I can't remember the other name of the other one, Medieval 2, which had just come out recently. And I think it'd be kind of fun to just have those running around. And it should be fine, I think. There's also a bunch of other mods that I have that basically prevent us from being attacked early game without, like by factions of higher tech levels. So essentially, in order to make this not us getting mauled by mechanoids early game, we will not be attacked by anything that's more than 1 tech level above us. So that's why I added in a medieval faction to kind of bridge that gap between tribal and industrial. And I think it'd be a little more fun that way. So we're gonna just crank as many of these that I could reasonably think is fun and exciting. There's going to be lots and lots of tribes and clans and whatnot, and hopefully we'll survive. I think we're gonna get absolutely mauled, but that'll be fine. I'll crank this to max, and let's also set this 30% world. We don't need a 50% world. I normally like doing those, but that's gonna be a little rough. So don't worry, we'll keep the instant deaths a little low. Okay, we should be fine with triage with the whole... Oh, I should have installed compositable loadouts. That's fine. We'll install that for next time. Anyways, take a look at our very cool world map with this beautiful ocean in the middle, and we're gonna just go find the nearest set of caves. Oh, there's a lot of red. Hold on. Is it not putting all of these factions in? Is there not enough? Hold on. It's gonna be an interesting run. I know some people have been asking for like a more low-tech run, which is why we're doing this. I thought about doing an asteroid run, but I was like, I think an asteroid run might be a little too much. So that's why I decided, all right, this is fine. We'll do just an on-the-ground caveman experience, and hopefully it'll be fun. The Rimworld is full of strange and terrifying things, and we are also not going to pick one with permanent building seasons. We're going to pick something that's a little more rough. I like having a bit more... Ooh, hold on, there's an abandoned colony, but I think we're gonna try to strike it out hard. Now, if I was insane, we would do a ice sheet run, but I don't think we would survive on the ice sheet. So, in the interest of at least making the run somewhat bearable, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do... let's see... Ooh, it seems kind of fun over here. Let's see here. This has... 50-60, this is 40-60. 40-60 is probably a little better for what I want to do. Let's go over here. Maybe 30-60 is fine. Oh, it does get really chilly. Temperate forest, stone road, flat. If we go here. Alright, let's go... I think this tile is fine. Oh, let me also just, hold on. Isn't there a setting to change the map size, or am I imagining things? I could have sworn that used to be a setting, and now I can't find it. Maybe that setting is long gone. Maybe the world maps are always the same size nowadays. Yeah, okay. Anyways, how well have you been? I know it's been some time since obviously last streamed on Thursday, and I don't stream on the weekends because I'm busy doing other things. I went to a LAN party that my friend hosts like twice a year, and we played... Have you ever seen 16 sweaty adults and or gamers play Halo like they're teenagers again, drinking Mountain Dew and alcohol? That's basically what it was, which was a fun experience. I wish that upon people, that I hope they can find friends that are able to do silly things like that again, because boy, it's definitely a crazy thing. Let's go here. I don't know why I can't change the world map. All right, that's fine. Let's go choose. Okay, so our ideology cannot be customized, so we're basically just deciding, are we individualist, collectivist, or gestalt? Let's do... Well, we're collectivist. How about that? We're collectivist cavemen, because that's how we survive, and then we'll customize this later. We can't change any of this, really. So most of this is probably gonna be fine, except cannibalism is acceptable. We'll change that. And I think the rest of these are probably okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll be fine with these are acceptable. And yeah, that should be fine. Yes, it was a Halo LAN party, but we also played a lot of other things too. I know there's a small group of people that started playing, I think, Rocket League at some point, but man, I was not a person who grew up with Halo, so I suck at Halo is the best way to describe it. I am very, very bad at it. But, you know, for people who enjoy it, more power to them. It's just not for me. Let's... I don't know. Okay, the Abbot of Life, sure, that's fine. We'll give this one a Visage Mask. And I think most of these are fine. I'm not terribly interested in adjusting most of these, so it should be fine. We have a deity named Hesus, which... Herilius, the god of family. Alright. Anyways, it's time to pick our beautiful starter pawn. So for this run, it is going to be another queue-based colony because I feel like buy-ins are a little too much, and I fully expect this to go very, very poorly for us, especially as we're not going to have a lot of skills that we need to survive in the early days. So we'll see how this pans out, but it'll be rough. Okay, so we're going to take you. Temperature intolerant. You're a scout, body model. Okay, so I think we'll swap you out for the harsh tender. So none of these people have any construction skill right now. But at least we have people who can handle cooking and animals, which is good. Alright, this should be fine. Alright. However, I was considering, to make this a little more interesting, I think we might give our own pawns a xenotype. And then we will automatically apply this xenotype to any that we recruit into our colony. I think it might be a little more interesting that way. Hello, Alex, how are you doing, comrade? So for this run, we're going to actually use this mechanic for once because we barely use it, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to try it out. So my requirement, however, is that our metabolic efficiency should probably be about 0. So I want to keep it around 0, and then we will kind of work around that. And I think that'll be fun. The question is, what do we actually... We can give ourselves, for example, smoke leaf dependency, where if we don't have smoke leaf, we're going to go absolutely insane. After 5 days, you'll start to suffer. After 30 days, you're going to fall into a coma. You know, just... Or you could do tobacco instead, which might be a little better. So there's a lot of choices here that, you know, could be interesting. So why don't we do this? Let's do... So all of our dear comrades are going to actually have... Let's see. They all have... Do I really not have a cat ears mod? Oh my gosh, I thought I had a cat ears mod. Oh, I must have not have installed it. I thought I did. That's unfortunate. Okay, so why don't we do this? They are perpetually... Let's see, they're all fast runners. And they are all... Let's see here. However, they are... psychically dull. And... Oh, high libido is kind of interesting. Increases the chances of love-in. Decreases the chance of love-in. I don't have any rabbit ear things, so maybe we'll just do cause mods for that. It's probably easier that way. Facial ridges, fat body... so standard body is probably fine for everyone, and then... They will be... Ooh. A lot of these are... Okay, so what is the one skill that we're all gonna be pretty bad at? That's the real question we should be asking ourselves. Poor social skills? Everyone's social is reduced by 4? How bad could smoke leaf... Maybe we don't do smoke leaf dependency only because we don't actually have the ability to grow crops right now, so we should probably avoid that for the time being. I think this is probably fine. Fast runner and psychically dull. I'll take the -2, and then we're gonna call ourselves fast dulls because... And these genes are inheritable. And... Oh wait, here we go. Ah, okay, here, we have access to some of the more weird ones now. Perfect! This is what I'm looking for. I have to ignore the restrictions and pick the crazier ones. Perfect, okay. What else do we want to do? There's a lot of other interesting ones here, like having a mild UV sensitivity. Deathless? You think I should make everyone a deathless? Or was it the death rest one? Let's see. Longest brain energies will never die. Oh. Ooh. So we're pretty... Well, the main thing is, like, this effectively makes us immortal, right? I don't think I want us to be immortal, so maybe I'm not going to do that. I think for that one, I'm not going to do... Hmm. Yeah, I don't want us to be immortal. I don't think what else might be interesting to have. A lot of these add some metabolic efficiency shenanigans, which is a little interesting. Furry tails? Ooh, okay, I guess we have a fluffy tails. And let's see. And we're slightly bad at art. And I think -2 is okay. Alright, we'll roll with this and see how this pans out. Flat Sprinter is what we're called. Am I in the art category? I should not be in the art category, right? Am I in the... Okay, just making sure. Hi, Suno, how are you? You missed the art stream already. That was last week. I'm sorry, Suno, you missed it. I was so bad at art. Maybe one day I'll be good at it, but for the time being, I am not, and it's so tragic. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so everyone should be a Flat Sprinter. Which is the one we made. It's not there yet. Okay, so when we get into the, I think when we get into the map... Oh, here we go. I think they're looking more like cats without the cat ears. I guess that's probably fine, right? That's probably okay. Okay, so they changed it up, so now they all suck again. He was there, you think, oh, okay, gotcha. Well, hopefully you're doing good, Suno. I know you've been doing a lot of art stuff. One day I, too, will be good at art, but for the time being, my art skill is non-existent. Okay, greedy psychopath. Okay, this is fine. So we have 2 psychopaths, which is... Oh, wait, they're all psychopaths. Cool. Alright, however, this one... okay, so first of all, you're not 80, you're actually 40, and also you do not have any of these injuries. You don't have those injuries, and okay, you should be fine. Let's start. So we have 2 females, 1 male. They have funny tattoos, which we'll keep on them for the time being, and oh boy, yeah, none of them can really grow crops for now. Cool. Let's begin the caveman experiment, which I expect to go very, very poorly, for I have not played vanilla in quite some time, and I don't know how any of this stuff works. Oh, man. Anyway, so that was my weekend. I basically went to that LAN party, and then I spent all day yesterday just basically being a vegetable because I didn't want to do anything else. You know what? I kind of wish we went more towards a lake, like near the ocean, so I could fish for food. Maybe we'll move our base at a later time. For now, we are gonna just start where we have and see what happens, shall we? Okay. So first things first, a wild woman has entered the map. Her name is Esarinsko, except we cannot recruit her because we don't know how to tame animals. How tragic. Here is our 3 brave souls. Bart, Goat, Toad. Alright. There's also... I also installed a mod that has a bunch of dinosaurs. So here is a Chunkingosaurus, which is a very... It'll probably kill us if we look at it the wrong way, is all I'm gonna say. So this should be interesting. Let's also move the map over here again. Yes, Ray. You want a pawn? Is that what you're throwing things at me for? You can join the queue. I'm not gonna summon your pawn. You have to start from the beginning like everyone. Okay, fine. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, human likes, add, saved. If I add you, I think the game breaks in half, which is like the big problem too. So why don't we just make you from scratch again? Let's do... The join queue will work in a second. I have to do this first real quick. Let's make you a drifter. And then we're gonna quickly remove the tattoos. And then we're gonna give you the correct xenotype, if I can figure out where the button is. And then let's actually give you the correct hair, because that's not correct. You should have such a here we go. Okay, and then I have to paint it pink. That's your skin tone. Oh shoot. All right, good enough. It'll adjust when you when we assign this pawn to you. And then just make sure your ideology is correct and crank that to 100. Night Owl, Iron Will, Delicate, Psychopath, Slug. Is everyone just... Wait, did I pick a Psychopath? A Xenotype? Alright, teleport you here. Okay. Wrong one. Oh, you're, Okay, hold on. I see the problem. Okay, so you're not... Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on. I see the problem. I think this has been an issue for a while where it just doesn't connect on startup. All right. Now you can join the queue, everyone. I'm sorry. All right. And then for Ray, let's quickly just change this to... I have to assign this one to Ray, so... All right. There's Ray. And then the rest of you join the queue, and then we'll figure out how this works in a bit. I'll do pawn assignments in a second. Okay, so what's the first thing that we gotta do? So there's an Ancient Danger there, which I don't want to fight. There is a weapon, which Ray has picked up. We also have a legendary uranium knife that we started with. So we'll give that to Toad here. We have some wood. We don't know how to build anything. We could probably sleep in a cave for the time being, but we need to get some research done ASAP. Now, the only thing we have is a crafting spot. Ignore the rest of these, because these weren't, like, caught by the tech tree, so... The tech mods, so we're gonna ignore that for the time being. So what can we actually do? How do we actually get research done? There's like a ritual we have to do. At the very least, we can make a campfire. We can also zone out storage at the very least. So maybe let's figure out where we want to store things. And for the time being, we're gonna live in this very small cave. I think this is the best spot for us to live, even though it's next to an Ancient Danger. Probably, yeah, that's probably the best spot. Let's go live in here for now. Okay. There's at least an ancient bed that we can use. And... we can get some bare bones sleeping spots, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can really make floor paintings, except we don't have any... we don't have anyone that's actually good enough at art to make cave paintings. That's right, everyone's art skill is really bad. Okay. These are storage options, which we're gonna pretend we can't build these yet until we have access to... yeah, until we have access to, research. How do we actually... okay, so there's a ritual spot. What can we do? Okay, spiritual festival. Let me double check our ideology. I might have messed up the ideology setup real quick. Our ideology is... oh, we don't have access to our ideology. Oh. We don't even have roles right now, so we can't even do this. Oh my gosh, this is, okay. So I'm looking at the Steam page for the mod real quick. So, if you want to know what the feature mod for this one is, because I thought it'd be kind of fun, it's this one here called VFE Tribals. Basically, we are cavemen in a way. We don't have technology. And the only way we unlock technology is through doing rituals and unlocking things like research spots where someone just sits down and thinks really hard. So that's kind of where we're at. And the problem is I don't know how to actually research it. So at the very least, let's get a... we at least know the bare bone... oh, actually, no, we don't have access to these either, because we don't know how to build things yet. So if you want to see our tech tree, this is it. We have nothing except fire. Now, if we want to make more, we have to pick one of these things. I'm thinking the very first thing we should probably unlock is how to hunt for food. So we're gonna go do research first, or research hunting first, and then I gotta figure out how in the world I'm going to figure out how we're gonna research, because okay, a sitting spot, at least we can rest like this. Yeah, I don't know, this is gonna be a little rough. I'm sure we'll get some, research bench. There's gotta be a way. I must be missing something. Animal handling, construction, tribal wear, weapons. Okay, so our goal is to reach culture. Culture lets us move on to the next tier, essentially. But I don't have access to the research lab, which is interesting. We have to do tribal gatherings. Okay, so what we have to do is, since we know fire, we have to build a fire, because most of modern society is derived from the existence of a great fire. So let's do that first. I can figure out which one of these it is. Okay, so I think if we build a campfire, that'll be a good start. And we'll put the campfire right in the cave because we're cavemen. Okay. So now we can do a tribal gathering. You gather the participants to try and brainstorm a way through the research projects. Grants a small amount of research progress to random available research for each participant. Each participant will receive between 2 and 12 per, divided among all the available projects. Animal technology projects will be prioritized. No points will be allocated to Neolithic projects until animals are finished. Okay, let's do this one. Positive results have a chance for wild man or farm animals to be attracted to the colony. All right, perfect. So we're gonna begin our first ritual. Look at all these brave cave dwellers. I don't like this tattoo. I'm gonna get rid of that tattoo. I don't like it. I don't like the one that like goes on the face. I think the body ones are fine. The face ones that make it hard to see their faces. Not terribly fond of that. Okay, so we're just gonna let this run for a bit. So anyways, I know it's a little different. Hopefully you at least will find this interesting, despite the fact that we're not doing the usual high-tech space shenanigans, because I thought doing something like this would be a little more fun. So for example, now that we did that ritual, we got 8 points of research per person, so that's 32. Yes. So now you can see that we got a bunch for hunting. Now we can't do this again. I think it's a cooldown of once per day. So once per day we will gather around the fire pit and regale stories of our adventures. However, we need food, except we can't butcher food. We can... Actually, yeah, what are we eating? Oh, shoot, yeah, wait, hold on, what are we... Oh, okay, hold on. I think what we can do is... you can still eat a corpse. So, in order to eat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these 2 people who have weapons. Actually, hold on, we're gonna get Bart over here, too. I'm gonna have you drop this knife. I'm gonna give that one to you. Alright, let's also assign the pawns now. Whoever's done the join queue thing, let's do this real quick. Okay, so there's only 3 of you who did it. So Sun, Arani, and Immortal, congratulations. Each of you get a pawn. So this one will go to Immortal. This one will go to Sun, and this one will go to Arani. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at all of your stats, because we didn't really read these earlier. Okay. So, Arani is a herder who became a butcher, fast learner, iron willed, temperature intolerant, fast walker, psychopath. Immortal is a brawler, a cannibal, psychopath, body purist, and ignorant, and also psychically dull, because everyone's psychically dull. Sun is greedy, psychopath, bloodlust, hard worker, blade whisperer, so your sword should have a trait attached to it now. Calm thoughts, improves their mood, and then Ray... I don't know why you have clothes. Everyone's a caveman here. Also, I think I must have messed up the skin tone. What is the correct Rimworld skin tone? I guess that's fine. Alright. So, that's our start. So I think the best way to get food is we need to just attack one of these things. So we're going to try to kill this Kentosaurus and hope it doesn't kill us that easily. Alright, so we managed to kill it, and Immortal did take a little bit of damage. Now, unfortunately... So we do have the ability to tend to injuries. So, for example, Ray can just tend without medicine. Also, Sun, I don't know why you move so slow. Oh, you've got food poisoning. Also, I don't know why you're missing all your right fingers. That, you shouldn't have started with that. There we go. Alright. So as you can see, we at least have a corpse that we can now consume. Since we're all hungry, we can do things like this. Yeah, eating raw food's gonna have to be the name of the game. And we could also find berries, which we are able to harvest at the very least. We know how to pick berries off of the ground. Yeah. Yep. Feeding ourselves is gonna be a little difficult, you might have noticed, and I'm not quite sure how we're gonna survive this. But we'll try our best. Yeah, Immortal's already starting to starve. Okay, you actually have plant skill. Why don't we have you harvest the berries and just eat the berries real quick? We're gonna be doing a lot of manual control for a little bit. There we go, see? Immortal ate some berries and now is happy. There's no apple trees. These trees are monkey puzzle trees. And all sorts of other stuff. Sun is still suffering. So who's hungry now? So we know Ray and Arani both need to eat something. Okay. I'm gonna have you just stay awake and harvest this real quick. Looks like we can also eat lentils, which might have to be the thing we consume. There we go. Now we have food. Now Ray's consuming it. Perfect. Alright, let's take a look at your traits then. You are a brawler, asexual, tough, industrious, and a jogger. Basically, no one's gonna have any artistic skill. You cannot do any intellectual work, which is kind of funny. However, you have god-tier melee skills. I can't wait until we give you like a fat club and you can just clobber people over the head. We do have access to a crafting spot at the very least. Which is really just to make bare bones items, like things that we don't really have access to anyways, so maybe that's not relevant. It's okay. We'll do our best. How do we get you to eat some food? Hello, Goldenrod, good evening. There we go. So you farmed lentils and you immediately ate all those lentils. That's not good. Arani's still starving. Alright, we gotta kill some animals. Alright, here's our only solution. This thing here has to die. Alright, perfect. And then there should be another Kentosaurus nearby, and I'm gonna have Arani consume this one. Ah, here we go. Let's kill this. The only way to kill this thing is to kill it together. If you get injured, you'll probably survive. Just small tendons and you'll be okay. Perfect. Look at this. We're just eating raw dinosaur meat. I don't even know. Like, we could get food poisoning. Who knows? Okay. At the very least, it keeps them fed. Which is the part that matters. Gosh, we gotta go kill more animals. Yeah, we only run this in the next 4 hours. Okay. Let's go hunt down another animal to kill. That's a rhino. I don't think we're gonna kill a rhino. Those seem scary. Alright. We could kill these people. They have spears. These people have weapons. Okay, so they belong to a nearby gentle tribe, which is kind of far away. The question is, do we kill them for their food and other things? Or do we let them pass by? That's the real question. What kind of suffering do we want to endure? Oh, let's harvest this apple tree first.
4 years of this remind me why I am still here again.
Because it's simple. Because you enjoy watching a train wreck of a streamer exist. And that train wreck is me. How are you? Thanks for the 4 years. And sheesh. I don't know, what do the kids say nowadays? Moshivo, sheesh. Anyways, thank you. Exactly. Once you're here forever. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the 4 years. I appreciate all the work that you've helped throw into my absolutely absurd nonsense. Cease my speech. You can't. I have been watching those videos, and every time a new one of those pops out, I send it to Ray, and I'll be like, this is so stupid. I can't get enough of this. Listen, it's just like the weird amalgamation of what's essentially Japanese, English, and local slang that makes it infinitely funnier, okay? Look, Ray's already threatening to put me on the couch. Little did she know that the couch has It's very cozy and comfy. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta do the ritual. Let's do the... Oh, we can't yet. We gotta hunt down another animal, because I think Ray's already starving to death. Every time I turn around, there's just not enough food. Also, to make this more interesting, Alana, I have turned off Combat Extended. That's right, we're playing straight vanilla combat encounter mechanics. Alright, there we go. Ray managed to eat the berries, and then we should be fine. Alright, let's do the tribal gathering. Hiya, 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 hiya. So the mod list actually didn't have too many big errors. I don't think there was really any big errors. And the mod list is actually at 143, which is less than the previous run. Surprising, I know. We got 4 points of research per person, which is really bad. So we're halfway through hunting. Yeah. Construction's still going to be a little far off. Like, we're just going to sleep in this cave for the time being. But at least we have a... At least we have a campfire, which will keep us at least somewhat warm. We could also make chunk walls, but we can't even dig it out, so that's probably not relevant. We probably need to hunt down another animal batch or two. Yeah, because we can't... We could chop this, I guess. You're down to 125 mods from... Wait, you've been able to remove mods without running into any major issues? That's actually really impressive. I thought removing mods always causes problems unless you're using things like some other mods to prevent errors from happening. Oh, it does? Okay. Didn't I kill a turtle? Let's go kill that turtle. We need food. Alright, so this turtle's dead. Alright, then we can go kill whatever that thing is. It looks like a giant insect. Oh, we have to do saves. Gotcha. Okay, that sounds rough. Alright, we're killing this giant millipede. Who's gonna want to eat this? You know what, Immortal, you look hungry enough to eat this, so we'll give that one to you. And then we'll give Ray the turtle. You've been rebuilding the base in dev mode for the last 3 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, so you have not played Angel's Rest this entire time until now? You just like kind of put it on hold? Ooh, it's kind of nasty. Okay, so you only ate 14% of that. We could keep eating that. You're not happy that you ate a corpse, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's also make a new zone. I'm gonna put all the fresh corpses here, like eating corpses. Storage, clear all. I want all corpses here that are not rotting. Oh, okay, nice. I'm glad that you're able to at least save so you can keep playing it moving forward, because I know not a lot of people are able to do that. That's really sick, though. Okay. The cavemen are continuing to start. Oh my god, are we really gonna hit with a... Are we really getting hit with a heart attack? Alright. Oh wait, hold on, we gotta get Bashy in here, I forgot. Ray demands that we have Bashy in here, so... I'm just gonna... add a... Yorkie. Teleport that Yorkie here. Edit that Yorkie, its name is Bashy the First. And he is 52 years old. I'm sure that'll be fine. Maybe that's 52 in dog years. But yeah, I'm glad that your save is... Wait, does this mean we're gonna get more Eccentric Angels comics again? Or is that still on indefinite hiatus as you work on other projects? Listen, this Bashy might live, who knows? It's you never know, okay? This Bashy could be tough. Gosh, this is so to advance to Neolithic, we must have all tech researched, and we get to pick a cornerstone. Okay, so the goal today is to see if we can get out of if we can make it to the Neolithic age. So essentially, if you don't know what we are, we're in the animal era. Then there's the Neolithic era, then there's the classical era, and then there's the medieval era. So we'll see if we can make it past, if we can make it out of this era today. Ah, okay, Sun is having a heart attack. I don't know what we're gonna do. We don't have medicine. Sun might be dead already. You might actually just... Oh my god. He might actually just die of a heart attack. We just started. He's 18 years old with a heart attack. Ray's trying her best, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Dealing with food poisoning also doesn't help. But she's the only doctor that we have that's capable of doing this. Oh. Okay, hold on. I saw treatment success. I don't know how you're, Keep going. Alright. Alright, somehow we survived the heart attack. Amazing. We did it. Ray made it so that Sun didn't die of a heart attack, tragically. Alright, let's go. We can't run this for the next, what? 0.6 hours? Okay, we're gonna chill here for a second, then we're gonna run this ritual again. Alright, everyone get over here. Time to, we gaze upon the stars, demanding information from the great overlords above to provide us knowledge of the great future. Oh, there's even music for it, too. Why are they making weird Simpson noises? Only 2? Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Oh, it actually also scales off of your intellectual skill. 247.01. Alright, good to know that our entire colony is idiots. Alright, let's go kill some rabbits. Alright, the rabbit is easy fodder, so let's go kill this real fast. We're sending the entire group to kill these at a time. It's usually the only way to do this. Alright, so let's make sure we haul that, and then let's go hunt down the next animal, which is... That seems a little big. Those seem scary. Seems unreasonable. Alright, kill the other rabbit. Come on. Simpson ascended language, that's so true. I was actually talking to a friend about The Sims the other day and how we both wanted to play The Sims again, even though we haven't touched it in quite some time. Alright, so at least Ray can consume a rabbit. There's an ancient monolith nearby. Oh god, not again. I don't think I want to touch that right now. Never finished reconfiguring the colony for defense grid. Oh, because you made defense grid after the colony. You built the colony, so now you have to retrofit it. Move your plumbing infrastructure. No. See, you just you put the missile batteries next to the plumbing, okay? So that your plumbers are also missile technicians. All right, everyone's got to have multiple jobs, right? We have a visitor. I could kill this one. I'm always tempted to kill these visitors because they would get... Clarity drawn. Ooh. Why kill this one? We could kill her and we could take her weapon. Because we're just a bunch of cavemen. We don't really have anything to trade. Let's see what she's got. Let's see. Maybe we can find something. We have no silver. And we have Yorkian wood. Maybe the solution is we kill her. And then we can try to convert her. Oh, but we don't have a room. We don't have a prison room. We can't even make rooms. Aside from sluggish, she's actually not a bad pawn. No expectations. Alright, I think she gets to live for now. Okay. You want to get rid of this geothermal gen, turn into a hot spring? That's me too, all the time. I love hot springs. Oh my goodness, I was trying to... So here's a fun fact. I was trying to book a hot spring, or a ryokan in Japan, and they had told me that they are available. Like, they book their rooms up to a year in advance. I called them, and they said they had already booked out completely. And I'm like, how could that be? I'm literally calling for 1 year from today to the day. And they realized they messed up and like, oh no, we actually have a few rooms left, so at least we'll have that as an option for surviving, or for visiting Japan. Right, I'm gonna have to have Ray eat the insect. Alright, it's not the tastiest meal, but, you know, it keeps you alive. Every last console will be able to go from elephant killing turd creation to launching nukes in 5 seconds. I mean, hey, that's just how it works, right? Like, so you assume that every person should be able to just... Listen. Plumbing and silo maintenance are basically the same thing. They're both just tubes. Okay, plumbing is tubes, missile silos are tubes. It's all the same work, okay? Just one, you know, carries weapons of mass destruction and the other carries, you know, ballistic missiles. Take your pick. That's all I'm saying. Alright, same thing. You can show my homeless. That sounds painful. I don't like how that sounds. Alright, are we allowed to chop trees? We are. Perfect. We do need to chop some trees down because we need wood for the fire. The great fire. Alright, this has another 7 hours. Okay, so we gotta hunt down more animals. Can I just auto hunt animals? I don't want to kill them. Maybe the... We cannot auto hunt animals. That's so funny. I can't auto hunt the squirrel. Alright, how about this? Why don't we let the pawns then try to grab anything that's harvestable food, like apples. And let's see here. Yeah, and like all these berries would be delicious to harvest. You're moving this. Are you minifying the Steam Geyser? Listen, it's your save. You're playing a single player game. No one can tell you what to do. Alright, this thing has one more day, and it's got a decent amount of meat still on it. Alright, I'm gonna have you consume this for a little bit, Arani. It's not the most delicious thing, but someone's gotta eat it. We're cavemen. We do what we gotta do. I'll have a mortal eat through it next. Everyone has to eat from the communal centipede. This is the communal centipede. Please make sure to eat it carefully. Listen, I don't have anything else to feed our colonists. We've like this is the only thing we have available. If we could butcher it, that'd be great, but we don't have the ability to butcher anything yet. We're working with whatever bare bones technology we have access to. We can't even mine things. That's how bad this is. You want to eat raw lentils? You don't even know. You don't even get your own insect. Okay, we have to. You gotta share the insect. And I have to be very careful of what I kill because holy cow, everything's out here is gonna kill me if I look at it the wrong way. Oh. You're already dying. Okay, I'm gonna have you come up here and stab that squirrel to death. Since I was there when it started. I'm more impressed that you're able to, like, do save surgery. And Ray got murdered, mauled by a squirrel. Oh my gosh. The communal peat. It is the communal peat, okay? We're gonna have to kill another animal to get another communal peat is the problem. Got 18 hours before it spoils, so... It's not ideal, but hey, we gotta eat what we gotta eat. Actually, hold on. Can I make sure we manage food policies? Okay, interesting. Got it. That squirrel, is rough. Okay, so I'm gonna allow self-tend. You can at least tend to your own injuries. It is actually Ray's turn on the insect, surprisingly enough. So, let Ray consume some of this. I guess you could have eaten the berries, now that I think about it, but I think it was more funny to just make her eat the centipede. Oh, shoot. Alright, we gotta get ready for this thing. Alright. These two have weapons. Time to kill this wild animal that's approaching us. Alright. This is a panphagia. Let's see. Sun's got at least a weapon. Alright, for anyone who tuning in just now, just remember we are not playing with combat extended. We are actually doing vanilla combat because I thought it'd be more fun that way. Alright, you can eat this. Is there leftovers? Or is Sun gonna eat the entire thing? Okay, there's leftovers. Let Immortal eat the rest of it. We gotta keep our berries as long as possible, which is why I'm not trying to avoid eating berries. Also, you tend here and make sure. So let's change this up. So number one, it's fine. We don't have any kids right now. Most of these don't matter yet. We can't even cook food. Oh, we gotta do the tribal gathering. Okay, we'll do the tribal gathering, I think, once we tend to our son's injuries. There we go. All right, now we can do this. Everyone awaken. We gather around the fire today to discuss. We're gonna think real hard about how we can make our food be tastier. Yummy, yummy. In our tummies. As they speak tribal Simglish. How are you, Xanth? All right, fantastic. 4 points each. So we're getting there slowly. Oh boy, I'll be amazed if we can even make it to beds. We can't even mine anything yet. So construction. I probably should have rushed construction, but I really wanted hunting, so we can at least butcher the animals. We can't even cook it though. Is the problem? We can't even make weapons either. Not even a club. All right. Well, they'll have to survive. I do need to use the restroom because I've been drinking a lot of water. I know it's just an hour into stream, but I need to do that real quick. I'll be right back. You can gaze at... Let me put some work orders in, so that at least if I disappear for a bit, the pawns will have something to do. It's very unlikely we're gonna get raided, so we should be okay. Mushrooms. Okay, let's eat the mushrooms up. Harvest those. Perfect. Alright, that'll get us a little bit more food, because apparently eating wild mushrooms is perfectly okay in the Rimworld logic verse. Let's set the game speed to 2. And yep, I'll be right back. On a completely unrelated note, I don't know if anyone pays attention to EU5, but I have been really considering picking it up so I can stream it. Why did you fart in my presence? How could you do this? What have I done to deserve this kind of streamer abuse that you would fart in my glorious presence? A loud, reverberating cacophony of noise. Oh my gosh, we have to name our colony and our faction. All right, our little settlement shall be called the... what are we calling this? The Orange, let's see. Trosma, Blue Peza, White Cambo, Caxigo Forest, Black Forest is fine. Our little faction shall be known as... the Purple Cockroach? Querio? I can't pronounce that. The Purple Blue Jay Irakan, Covenant of Bomire, Alliance for Braid. Let's see, we're gonna call ourselves the, the Great Sponge. Bobs. No. That's too on the nose. Red Cove Covenant's generic enough. Okay, EU5. Yes, EU5 came out. Yeah, it came out like 2 weeks ago. I was kind of surprised. Like, I didn't realize that it like fully came out. And I watched a few people play it. So I play CK3 every now and again, and let's just say that EU5 has some way more interesting mechanics for the papacy than CK3 does, which is really funny to me. Wait. Yeah, we can grill, but we can't even butcher meat yet, so that's fine. Here be fox girls. Oh, that's true. We're not even really fox girls. We just have tails. We don't actually have the animal ears. I could give us animal ears. Like, it's not like I could. I have to figure out how I change xenotypes because I cannot remember the mechanic for that. I think I was gonna give everyone like just ears through Cosmod, but I kind of forgot how to do that. So it's whoops, it's fine. Don't worry too much. Actually, wait a second. Hold on, Cosmod. Wait. Here we go. Supply cosmetic set. Fox. What does this look like? Oh, now they have two tails. What if I just keep the ears? So we get rid of the tail, keep the ears. Okay. And then I think Ray wants the rabbit one. Okay, I really need to pin this. Okay, cosmetic set. And then let's go to rabbit, because Ray will do this, and then we'll just remove the tail. Okay. Cool. We're just gonna pretend we're a weird cacophony of random animal guys and girls and just see how badly this goes. And my frames are dropping. Well, that sucks. Hopefully it stabilizes now, because I think I lost about 400 frames just now. Whoopsies. I can't control that. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm hoping that this time we're actually gonna get a technology, because we're so... I want cooking at the very minimum, because that'll make our food last longer. It'll stretch out our meager food supplies, because right now it's it is après-midi and we are not even growing crops. Okay. Oh my goodness, we did it. We researched hunting, so we can now butcher animals. Wait. Oh, we're not allowed to cook. Oh, we don't know how to cook. Wait a second, wait, hold on. We're not allowed to cook. Interesting. Huh. Because we can't make simple meals. Oh, no, we can. Okay, so it did unlock simple meals. Fantastic. Okay, so we can also make throwing stone. No, we can't. Okay. At the very least, we can butcher animals here. We don't have any store. We do have some storage options, but technically these weren't supposed to be available to us yet. I think once we get construction, I'm okay doing that. Basically, I had some storage mods installed, but they didn't get caught by the what's allowed in the basics tech here. So we'll do, I think, we'll do agriculture next because we need to grow some crops. And now we can butcher creatures. We'll do this basically forever. So we have all the meat we could possibly want, and we'll just dump it in here. Seems like a solid plan. That squirrel will now be cooked squirrel, and now we can make simple meals, and we'll do this essentially until we have, I think, have 10 is fine. And that should be good. Where's Immortal? Immortal is, yeah, maybe... Oh, Immortal ate all those mushrooms. Okay. So, I know it's going to be a little slow for the start, but hey, that's the caveman experience. I thought it would be fun. I legitimately thought maybe doing a asteroid run, but I couldn't figure out if we would even survive doing an asteroid tribal run. Because I know Immortal was mentioning it, and I looked up some stuff about it, but I was like, I don't think it's feasible for my skills. Oh, hey, Wanderer joined. A child wants to join us. Come, child. You are 5 years old. Why do you have a funny hat? You should not have a hat. Okay, you know what? Sure. You wandered in here with a hat. Is anyone in the queue right now? Yes. Congrats, Goldenrod. This is you. You get to be this little dapper child with who has a hat and a mustache-looking tattoo, and a Devil Strand outfit too, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, you'll be good for a while. I don't know why you have a knife, but that knife we're gonna give to Ronnie. The adults should have knives. Okay, we also need another... You do have a spare sleeping spot. Okay, so let's go here. And then we're gonna drop this. Oh, I just realized no one can cook. Oh, Ronnie's the only one who can cook. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna give you this knife. Undraft you and you. Okay, we're gonna go killing now. Alright. What are we gonna kill? Could we kill this? What is this thing? Okay, it's a Therum. It's a dinosaur. 120 kilograms. We could probably kill it for its food. It produces 280 meat. I think we could do it. All right, let's see if these tribesmen. Yeah, let's get everyone. All 4 of the tribes of our very wacky people need to fight this together. Oh. All right. Well, that was anticlimactic. All right, so we're gonna draft you, undraft you, and then let's go start butchering animals. All right. Well, that was easy. Let's get the next one. Where's the next animal we need to kill? Yeah, so we do queue colonies because if we do a join-in colony, it becomes a little chaotic. So I try not to do that too often. We do them occasionally. I think they might be able to fight this one together. Let's find out if we can kill this dino. The Armagosaurus. All right. Oh, it's hitting Ray. But I think with 3 people, yeah, three cavemen. You know, there's a reason why humans are the greatest predator on Earth, and why humans have managed to become as powerful as they are. Because who would have guessed that they can do things like pack tactics and use tools and basically act as force multipliers that let us rip through anything in the ecosystem. It's crazy how that is. All right, now we can cook food. All right, can you wait a second? Allow all. Cannot make meal. Do not have enough raw food. Really? Does that not count? Oh, here we go. Okay, now we can cook at the campfire. Okay, there was not enough fuel in the campfire. Got it. Now we have food. Beautiful. Yes. I mean, that's really the main thing. Yes, humans are able to, like, keep chasing things. Like, they can keep moving a lot longer. Like, we're marathon, we're endurance runners. We're not sprinters. Oh, geez, we're getting attacked. Yeah, you're gonna be the cook for the colony, Ronnie, because you're, like, the only one with a decent cooking stat. And we're getting attacked by this person with a club. His name is Kuro Kuro. Well, what a shame, Kuro Kuro, because you're about to become dead. All right, let's grab you and you. All right, let's see if these 2 can dodge this attack. All right, here we go. Here's our victim. All right, Immortal gets the first. Oh, I was gonna make it a dramatic sounding fight, but Immortal just stabbed the poor fella in the arm, and Sun slashed their lung. Yeah, they're all right, well, I can't really capture them, so I guess I'm just gonna kill them. Well, hold on. Let's strip them first. Hold on. Yeah. All right, now we finish you off. All right, our first set of clothes. You know what? Since Sun got the kill, I will give Sun that beautiful set of clothes, and I am going to upgrade Ronnie to a club. And you know, you can have the hat too. Oh, look at this. We find magic clothes from mysterious stranger. Clothes make us warm. That'll help us deal with temperature variation in weather. Okay, so we can do this next one in 3 hours. Okay. Now that we have 5 people, I think our research should be a little faster. Although I believe our storyteller punishes us if we research technology too quickly, which is annoying. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's do the ritual. Everyone gather around now that we have 5 brave souls here to discuss about, to make funny sounds. All right. What animal do we make a Ronnie? We're gonna make you... Let's see. What animal do we want to make you? You can be a cat. You can be... Use this one. And then we'll just take off your tail. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't actually add the tail. Perfect. You want to be a wolf instead? Alright, sure. We can make you a wolf. Alright, then we'll give you my cosmetic set, a wolf. Alright, then we're just gonna delete your excess tail. Alright, and then... I guess we made Immortal a wolf too, that's fine. And then for little goldenrod, we're gonna make you... We're gonna make you a... We're gonna make you a dog. You can be a Labrador. That's fine. Get rid of the extra tail. Perfect. So basically, yes, this entire colony is a bunch of kemonomimi cavemen. Which is definitely a run concept. Okay. So we got some research, which is getting us a little bit closer to agriculture, which is what matters. Let's do another one in a bit. And the meat's at least lasting a bit longer. Are we allowed to butcher this one? Yeah, you know what? I think that's fine. I'm gonna allow us to butcher that too. Humans are food, as long as they are not you know what? I think this early game, I'm gonna say we're allowed to eat our own colonists, right? But once we get out of the Neolithic era, or once we enter the Neolithic era, get out of the animal era, we will not be eating our own colonists, but we'll eat other colonists, or other humans that we encounter. I think that's fair, right? I think that's a perfectly reasonable way of approaching things. Oh, we found a mechanoid signal. Oh, we could get a grav ship. Should we get a grav ship already? Yes, we're in the pre-Stone Age. I'm not even joking. Our tech level is considered animal. So we are animal tier. The next tier is Neolithic, and then after that, it's I want to say medieval industrial. Let me double check here. Okay, so our goal is to go from animal to Neolithic, Neolithic to medieval, medieval to industrial, and we are in that animal tier. Yeah, and then I think there's a few more after that too. Yep. Yeah, what did you expect? This is a caveman colony. You think we're just gonna be able to have all this modern comforts, knowing, like, we don't know, like, we only know how to make fire. We don't know how to make a wall. We don't know how to dig out rocks. If that gives you any indication of how wacky our situation is right now, it is not ideal. We have no medicine. Oh, we should probably hunt down medicine too, actually. But yeah, that's the struggle of being a caveman. I don't know why, but apparently our Chunkingosaurus was self-tamed, and I don't know what to do with this. I can't even slaughter it because I don't know how to slaughter this thing. We can't train it because we don't have any. I don't know, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I actually supposed to do with this thing? All right, I guess I'm just gonna walk around for a bit. Let's find another animal. I don't think we need to kill any animals right now. Yeah, Ronnie's got enough things to make food, which is good. So at least have food to last us for quite some time. Maybe we need to hunt out some more animals, or we should probably chop down some trees. I think these all have standard wood, just having more generic wood available. The main issue is going to be when we have to crack this limestone wall, which I am not looking forward to at all, by the way. Maybe we just ignore it for as long as we can. Also, if you think this run gets boring, let me know. I don't mind switching to a different theme at some point, but I definitely want to just at least get to... my goal is to at least try to get to industrial with the same colony and see if we can go through at least a few generations. I would like to maybe download a mod that increases the aging rate by, what, 2x? So we can have, so we can have 8x aging rates, so we can actually get through multiple generations, but I'm not sure if that's something that's even feasible for our run. But I will say, hey, the game runs so smooth right now. Like, look at this. Oh, 500 TPS. I have not seen such numbers in quite a while. Where did this random links come from? Hello, random predators should not be in my base. Can we kill this? Perfect. That'll be delicious to consume. I don't know where that lynx came from. That was unexpected. Now, the other thing too about killing all these is we do get a decent amount of hides and whatnot, so that keeps us When we can make clothes, it'll be a lot better. Anyways, let's do this real quick. Wake up. Oh, I forgot, since Goldenrod's still a child, we actually have to teach the child stuff. We don't even have anyone who's good enough at art. Okay. We could make a large fire, which will get more wild men. So I think we'll as with all heat sources must be placed indoors so there's close space to heat. Okay. So what if I just want to put it outside? What if I want to put a giant fire like right here? It is as good of an education as possible, that's true. Oh, your model's a wolf. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay, so that's why we gave you the wolf kit. Alright, that makes sense. Fair enough. We should also start figuring out if any of these pawns are going to want a double bed spot, but I don't think any of them are sharing beds right now. We could try to have them intermingle. I believe Sun's the only... Oh, Sun's the only male pawn in the colony. We need to find more male pawns. We need more potential children to be born here. Okay, the main thing is I gotta get ready for winter. Which is an actual concern for us at some point. We have to be careful. Why don't we grab... chop down more trees in a bit, I think. So if we light this up, it has a chance to bring in wild... Okay. Yeah, let's light this up and it'll have a chance to bring additional people in. We can't even make floors, can we? Okay, no we can't. Alright, that's fine. Let's chop some trees down. In fact, I want to just cut all the plants in this general circle area. Well, I don't want it to be a harem manga plot, but there's only one... Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, I probably should have chopped all the plants nearby. Maybe I should have thought about this a little better. Maybe setting a giant fire next to our cave might not have been the smartest idea. Not until I've cleared out all the other plants first. Yeah, you're probably gonna be in a very... Let's just chop down the... Let's chop these down real quick. We can cut the grass quickly. Maybe it'll stop the fire from getting out of hand. Yeah, I may have caused a large uncontrolled fire, and it's now gonna be a big problem in the very, very near future. Oopsies! Listen, it's like I'm a real caveman, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, we gotta just chop down as much as we can. Okay. I think if we just get rid of all the nearby crops, we should be okay. There we go. Now that thing shouldn't be spreading too far. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a... Oh, we can't yet. Anyways, I fully expect most of the forest to burn down in the next 5 minutes. Because... Whoops. Oh my goodness, Sun actually got some skills in medicine. Okay, so Sun is now qualified to be our second doctor, amazingly enough. Okay, and the game has decided the brains are getting a little too much, so we're gonna have some fire. By the way, I am playing... I forgot to mention this, but if you saw the schedule, we're gonna do something that's a little different this week. That's not a strategy game. I have been looking at Escape from Duckov for quite some time, so I decided, you know what? Let's play Escape from Duckov. I think it'll be a cute little change of pace from the usual. Although I think Ray's been asking me to do the mouse colony sim again because she thought it was cute and fun. So maybe we'll do that. It does look like a lot of fun. It's a much more relaxed version of Escape from Tarkov because I don't like playing PvE games that often. Okay. And we got some minus mood. We're almost done with agriculture. No, Whiskerwood. A knight is fleeing from the broken dominion. Sure. I'll take 8 honor for... I'm gonna roll a die. We'll give it to Ray. If I don't give it to Ray, she'll be like, no, why am I not the honorable one? Alright, we'll give it to Ray. Oh, right, they're all psychically dull, so none of these people actually need the Psylink. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna ignore the psychic power shenanigans. We don't believe in psychic powers. I would like to... Oh, well, I guess the, Oh, hold on. I'll sell them the bad knife for our first 4 pieces of silver. I will do it for the honor, though. Actually, no. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, let's... Can't be that hard to save this man, right? Hello there, person fleeing from the giant stack of guinea pigs. Get over here. We'll protect you. This is the mad guinea pig. Get these 3 weapon bearers to the front and attack the guinea pig. Perfect. Look how easy that is. We saved the poor man. What other runs should I do in the future? That's what I've been trying to think of as of late. I've generally been kind of creative with coming up with concepts, but now I'm like, what else? I think I want to avoid doing space runs for a little bit. I know we do a lot of them. So I'm like, we should try some other stuff. Oh, we got some silver too. Nice. Okay, we actually have a decent stockpile of things now. And we're out of food again. Alright. What can we kill that's not going to kill us? I think this... I think this one is killable. This Armagosaurus. I think these are generally docile enough that we could probably just stab it to death. Yeah, so immortal... Oh, hello. You don't have a big toe anymore. Alright, let's get you tended to real fast before you explode. Because apparently you're bleeding out of your big toe and that's a problem. Okay, you'll live. Gotta hunt on more animals, though. Okay, do this until we have 10. You know what, medieval run would not be that bad, but we are also going through multiple tech tiers in this run, so maybe we'll do like a more industrial era type thing. What if we do Factorio, but in Rimworld, and we try to automate as many different processes as possible? That could be a fun run. Maybe a little silly, but it could be at least interesting. Can we run the ritual again? 8 hours. Oh, this thing's got a fairly long cooldown. Ugh. Okay, so now we've cleared out all the plants, and now this fire can just burn without any issue. Now, we could extinguish it. But the reason why we keep it open is that this will encourage more wild men to wander in, and that would hopefully let us increase the amount of people that we have in our colony. Also, Bashi seems to like the fire. Hopefully it doesn't actually set Bashi on fire. It might. We'll just hope it doesn't. Probably could be solved if I add an animal sleeping spot for Bashi like this. We'll also add some torches because we have that ancient technology. Yeah, I actually enjoyed Whiskerwood. If you guys remember when I was playing it last week, there was a bunch of issues I ran into. Well, they had released some updates for post-release, and apparently all those updates basically just answered all of my complaints that I was having with the game, and now it's in a much better position, so I should probably give it another shot. The other thing that I've been looking at is also, I mentioned Minecraft. I would say expect Minecraft next week. I think it will not be open until I am ready to stream it. But I will provide as many details as I can before we go live, and we'll play at least the first stream or 2 streams together, and then after that I will leave the server up open all the time, and you are free to accomplish whatever you want. And we have the plague. Ray got the plague. That's not good. Oh. Oh, boy. I think Ray might actually die of the plague. Because we don't really have a way to deal with it. This is bad. This is really bad. We don't have any medicine. The tending is really low. Okay. So why don't we not allow self-tend? We'll have sun tend to you instead. And we have to pray that it's gonna be enough, because good golly, this is not gonna be enough. Hello, Garm. Good evening. How are you? How goes our local burb? Did you have fun this past weekend? Alright, let's do the tribal gathering. Alright, everyone get around the great pit. What do you mean anarchy? There's no anarchy here. We are a brave, stable nation of cave animal people. There is no anarchy. There's only peace for our time. Okay. Oh my gosh, we already got through one quadrum. Oh, a wild man has joined us. Oh, we got agriculture. Holy cow. All right. Who's our best? Okay, so Immortal. Congratulations. You are the only person that knows how to do crops. Let's start growing. Alright, this is good enough here. Let's get some basic fields down. We'll do potatoes in one, and I think we'll just do potatoes for the time being. We'll do corn in the other one. I think corn gets us a lot more. Well, that's unfortunate that you didn't get as much fun. Alright. Alright, who else is in the queue? Because we got a new victim. Pollution drop. I don't think I want to deal with that. Alright, this wild man has joined the colony. Let's take a look at his stats, shall we? His name is Tolba. A tomb maker who grew up to be a digger. Loves building things and probably is a really good miner once we have mining unlocked. Cold intolerant, recluse. Gourmand and nimble. Interesting. Animals and construction and probably mining. Let's assign. There's 3 names on the list. It's gonna go to Garb. Congratulations, you won the lottery this time. Alright. Hello, Kefir. How are you, comrade? Are you having a good evening too? Oh, man. So I don't know what happened today, but I passed out for like 2 hours. I took a nap, and I was like... I woke up, and I was like, wow, it got dark really dang quick. I don't know if it's been snowing for anyone else, but... I was not expecting snow this early in November. It's kind of spooky. Because maybe we're fine. Maybe this is a sign that... Oh, shoot. I don't know if there's a way that Ray can survive this plague. I think Ray dies. I think the plague is just so lethal for us this early that there's no chance that Ray survives. We have no medicine. Oh, well, hold on. If we can find some herbal meds. Let's try. I am not sick anymore. Yeah, I am doing pretty good. How are you doing, Zoingo? I think we can get the heal root. Maybe it'll be fine. Okay, if we can harvest some fully grown heal root, maybe. Make an antiseptic. But... heal root fern is probably the best option that we have. But there's not a lot of heal root anyways. Okay, this one can be harvested. Hold on, let's get a Ronnie quickly. Let's get a Immortal quickly harvested. I need to see how much this gives me. 1 heal root, okay. You know what, 1 heal root is not ideal, but it's at least a heal root that we can use for the next time we have to do the tend check on Ray, which is right now. So let's have Sun do that now. 50 years ago this day, 29 lives lost without trace board of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Legend, wait, what? The Edmund Fitzgerald was a great Lakes freighters, famous for sank during the storm on Lake Superior on November 10, 1975. Death of all 29 crew members. Okay. Wow, this thing has a really long Wikipedia article. Holy cow, this thing is massive. I will say, one of my favorite things to do when I eat lunch is just open up Wikipedia and just start reading articles. There's something interesting just reading about stuff you never would have thought about bothering to read about and just have fun learning random bits of trivia. Hello, Normar. Yes, we're cavemen. Yes, you're a little alone on the YouTube side today. What is the common thought about the sinking aside from it just being a storm? Okay, that heal route might be enough. It pumped up to 67. We gotta find more heal route ASAP. Okay, we gotta get this heal route here, so I'm gonna have him more quickly harvest that one. And probably this one too. Okay. I guess it's a little bit more heal route that keeps Ray alive just a bit longer. Especially as that plague is starting to rack her body. Ray also has sluggish, which is really annoying. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on this for now, but 8 hours from now is a little rough. Lake Superior keeps her dead. Lake Superior keeps a lot of things dead. I like the Great Lakes area, honestly. If it only, I was actually surprised to find out one day I was like curious if anyone actually if there was a cruise company that would do a cruise through the Great Lakes. And I was actually pleasantly surprised to find out that yes, it is an actual service that does exist. I was less amused to find out that it is a very expensive service if you are interested in that type of thing. Like, painfully so. Okay, do we have enough food? Ooh, we gotta hunt down more animals. Okay, so we can't have Ray hunt. We gotta find something else to hunt down. I don't think we can kill a rhino, so let's avoid that. Might be a little risky over there. We definitely can't hunt that down. Small one over there. We can probably hunt these. The boreal lapetias. These are probably huntable. And see if that's enough. Okay. Oh, okay. That took a lot out of us. Okay, let's undraft you all and bring this back. Official Coast Guard report is that... Hold on, let me read that in a second. Okay, yeah, even... Well, actually, hold on. The tending with the heal route is actually enough to make Ray possibly beat the plague. It's gonna be a really tight race, though. Hold on. Okay, so the injuries are... Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. We gotta get this harvested now. Because what happened was, they had used the heal route to tend to their injuries from killing that animal. But now that this is tended to, now I can hopefully tend to Ray with the heal route, and that should be enough. Or I just would not knock down, that would alone not explain it. Oh, what if it was actually just a mysterious case of sabotage? When in doubt, it's always sabotage. That's what I like to think. I like conspiracy theories. Okay, I think Ray will survive the plague. She's just barely enough to survive. Okay, we gotta hunt down more animals, though. There's an animal here. This is my mini-map. There's an animal somewhere here. I don't see it. It's a rat. Okay. We don't have any ranged weapons either is the problem. Fighting the dinosaurs is a little too risky. Is there a small dinosaur that we could just kill without issue? We could try to fight the Boreal Pelta again. This is probably the easiest thing to kill. Alright. Have Sun sneak out here and stab this thing to death. In the middle of the night, Sun reaches out into the darkness to hunt down food for the tribe. Minor injuries from a bite? Not a big deal. Now we have access to more food. Goldenrod's education, unfortunately, is probably going to be stalled because I have no way to actually educate the poor child. Unfortunately. I'll probably harvest the cherries off of this and harvest the berries off of this. So at least gets us a little bit more food. Anything we can use to stretch our provisions further. Wait, I don't know too much about this incident, Garm, but at least it's interesting enough to read that it's got a gigantic Wikipedia article. Oh, I remember reading a Wikipedia article one time. One of my favorite ones that I read about was this, it was the mysterious death of an entire village. I think it was in Africa, where it seems like they were all just alive and then suddenly they were just gone. And apparently what had happened was there was a explosion underwater in a nearby lake. And that explosion had actually released a gigantic cloud of trapped CO2 that suffocated the entire town because CO2 is heavier than oxygen. And people were trying to figure out what had caused it. And I think there was like a movie about it too. Yeah, Lake Noise. I'm surprised you knew about it. I love reading about weird situations like that. Like, yeah, the Lake Noise explosion. Yeah. That's very interesting stuff. I think there was actually a second one too. Maybe Lake Oros would have been another one. There was a term for this. Limnic? I think it was like limnic eruption. Let's see. So apparently the first one happened in Cameroon. Then there was Lake Noise. And then there was also another one for Lake Kivu. Yeah. We gotta hunt more animals too. We need more food. I think Ray dies. The last 10 wasn't good enough. I'm sorry, Ray, we couldn't keep you alive. You'll be the first death of the run. We don't have medicine. We haven't unlocked it yet. I'm sorry. Yeah, no matter what I do, I think Ray's just dead. You got the plague. There wasn't anything I could do about the fact that you caught the plague. Oh. Okay, so also Bashi went crazy because you died, and then Bashi just died because Bashi decided to fight a literal rhinoceros. So we lost Bashi and we lost Ray all at once. I can't believe this. I can't believe this has happened so early. We're only minutes into the run. Alright, I'm gonna give this spike to Immortal. I think it's fine. And I'll give Garm the knife. And then we need to get more food because we're running out of food. Wait, am I supposed to get the new Raypon now? Is that what's happening? Alright. Alright. Should I just make Ray deathless? Would it be easier to make Ray just deathless? You know what? Sure. That's funny. Let's do that. For this run... how do I adjust your... How do I adjust your xenotype shenanigans? I don't think I can edit it here. Okay. Oh, what happened to my bar? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So here's Ray. And then... Oh my goodness, we ate her corpse. It contains human meat. That's right, because that's... I think we just butchered Bashi also for food. Yorkie Terrier meat. Oh, listen. We gotta do whatever we gotta do to survive. Whoopsies. All right. For Ray, here's what we'll do. All right, we're gonna resurrect her, teleport her here, and then I'm gonna quickly adjust her Why does this stupid thing keep disappearing? Alright, we're gonna add a xenogene for Ray specifically, and then we're gonna give her Deathless. So now Ray can't die, and now she can't bother me about her constantly dying. Can only die from the destruction of the brain. Okay. So, you'll be fine. Okay, well now we gotta actually get more food. A sacrifice for Ray? What do you mean a sacrifice for Ray? Alright, we're gonna have Garm drop that knife. Next tribal gatherings available in 18 hours, that's fine. Let's get you, and let's give Ray the knife. We gotta go hunt down another animal for food. So 1, 2, Immortal. Okay, how about this? Bed rest is not priority. Because Immortal, you need to go sow this entire field of crops because no one else has the capacity. Sun actually does, so Sun can do crops too. What else can we do? Hard weave from Smoke Leaf. I don't think I can add genes to Bashi, surprisingly enough, so I think Bashi can't actually be immortal, as amusing as that would be. How about this? We'll get a new Bashi when we make it to the next tech tier. When we make it to the Neolithic era, we'll be like, we found a Bashi yet again. Holy cow, that swan almost tore Ray apart. These things are scary. Holy cow. Why are you slow? Oh, you got food poisoning, that's why. Alright. Everyone's having random social fights now. Can you tend, please? Okay, there we go. Let's just fix that up real quick. Ray gets her ceremony option again, and then Sun is going to do whatever he can. Swans are pretty evil. I didn't expect that swan to do that much damage. I was like, geez. Swans are pretty, but they have attitudes. Oh, trust me, I'm learning that real quick. Amazing. We just do not have any good doctors. Oh my gosh, what's happening now? Sun's also on the verge of a mental breakdown because of the food poisoning. At least we have some food. At least it's gonna keep us alive for a bit longer. Can we do the ritual yet? If we're lucky, we'll do mining and then construction. That's my goal. Mining into construction, and then hopefully we can do tribal wear before winter comes around. We're not gonna really be able to do cultivation of things like Smoke Leaf, even though that'd be really handy. All right, have a good time, Arani. Thanks for swinging by. Enjoy your classes. Okay, there we go. So Ray's tended to, so now she's gonna turn around and tend to Arani, except Ray's hungry because we have no food, because Arani hasn't cooked anything, because Arani's got to butcher things. Okay. Also, what I'm gonna do for the time being is I'm gonna make sure no one's allowed to eat the raw food. Yeah, let's eat actual meals now that we have spare meats available. Ooh, that's not a lot of meals, because yeah, you're gonna eat that one immediately. All right, we gotta go hunting. All right, so it seems like Immortal's the only one who is capable of hunting right now, even though I'd rather have Immortal be tilling the fields. We need meat, which means we gotta find fresh victims that aren't gonna kill us so quickly. The problem is every animal on this map is a deadly beast that would probably slaughter us if given the chance. Now we could probably fight off the lynx here, but fighting a predator would probably be a very dangerous endeavor. The other option is maybe we don't do that and we just harvest berries. Let's just harvest berries. You are more than capable of harvesting berries, please. Okay, so at least gets us a little bit of extra food. And also, not to mention, the heel root ferns are pretty solid too. I'm gonna hope that everyone lives more than 2 seasons too. Listen, everyone's gonna try their best to survive. Okay, tribal gathering, everyone get around here. Okay, so if we're lucky, we'll be able to get mining done. Which isn't super exciting, but it gets us something. We could also probably get weapons too, because that'll get us access to clubs, knives, and stakes, or we could go for animal handling, but we're cavemen, we'll be fine. I would like furniture though. I think construction furniture is probably the correct path that we're gonna go down. The gimmick of this run is we're cavemen. We cavemen. We legitimately do not know how to do anything. We have to learn how to do mining, how to build things. We did not start with any of that technology, so we're literally starting from zero. We're animal tier is the actual tech level. If that gives you any idea of how nonsensical this is. Also, we got a new wild man. Her name is Rub. She is a herder who grew up to be a stew keeper. Sanguine, so she's permanently happy. Easily amused, so she's extra happy. Temperature tolerant, a night owl, and quite slothful indeed. Alright, and then we're just gonna apply a xenotype for you. We're gonna give you... Oh, our specialty one doesn't end up on here, does it? That's fine, we'll figure that out in a second. We're gonna assign this one randomly. Who is this gonna be? This is now named... Alright. Congratulations to Dark Pika. I'm not sure if they're still around, but hey, you got a new pawn. And your pawn is perpetually happy, which is kind of interesting, since that just means you will never have hopefully never have a mental break, but who knows, anything's possible. Garm is also cooking, but moves super slow at cooking. We also gotta crank this storage bin up a little bit, just as far deep as we can. Actually, now that we have research, we're gonna start, we can dig out this entire section of iron here, which will get us more room for things. Also, holy cow, it is 37 degrees centigrade, and we have no way to minimize that temperature spike. Yikes. Thin body type? Okay. Okay, so it's just a female. Okay, so let's, give you an anime face. There you go. You want a different hairstyle, too? You want, like, the short hairstyle? Not sure if any of these are probably correct here. Something short. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's fine. I think that's probably close enough. Alright. We still don't have clothes, by the way. Actually, since you just joined us, what I gotta do too is I gotta give you the xenotype. So let me do that real fast. I don't think I can actually do it from the screen, can I? Oh, everyone's gonna get hit with heat stroke. I wonder if we should move somewhere cooler. If we could move, or we could just hope the temperature fixes itself. Who's allowed to mine? Alright, so Garm, congratulations. We're sending you to the mines. Ray's gonna focus on crafting. If she's not crafting, she's going to the mines also. And then Ronnie's priority is going to be colony cook. We can't fish because we don't have fishing unlocked. Yeah, we actually don't have fishing unlocked. That's so funny. You have to unlock that first. Okay. Alright. I mean, so far I think I think so far that this caveman run is at least somewhat interesting and it's different from the usual. Now, the next goal is construction, so we can actually build walls is going to be my ideal next thing, because I think I want to be able to start sealing these rooms off and giving us some form of protection, because we don't really have anything to protect us from spooky things. Ah, a lynx is hunting Ray. Where's Ray? How did you end up down there? Oh, jeez. You have a knife. Are you gonna be able to get back there fast enough to be... You have to just fight it off. Alright. Alright, we killed the lynx at the cost of Immortal getting gored. Ray also got fairly gored too. Let's tend to everyone's injury as best as we can. Except we only have like one doctor. Yikes, okay, so you'll be... Well, you're never gonna die, right? Because you're deathless, although I guess you could start missing limbs. So you'll probably be fine. Alright, we should probably make sure Immortal doesn't die. My goodness, look at all those injuries. Okay. My gosh. Please don't die on me again. Okay, I'm gonna move this also back here because I don't know why I had it here before, but I don't need it there anymore. I don't know why I always sound so... I don't know why I've been feeling more tired, like, these past few weeks whenever I stream. I hope it's not, like, a permanent thing, but I've just been, like, more exhausted. Maybe it's just because I've been staying up a little bit later again, and my schedule's a little messed up. I might actually adjust my schedule soon to maybe pushing streams back by 1 hour. Not, like... or pulling it up by 1 hour. So, instead of, like, 8 to midnight my time, it'd be more 7 to 11 instead. Maybe. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that yet, but it's been requested by someone to make their schedule a little better. I've actually been trying to eat a little bit better. Actually, speaking of which, that LAN party that we went to, oh my goodness, let's just say, we had some amazing smoked brisket. Hello, X on alt. Wait, is this your alt account? What happened to the main account? Nice try. How are you? We're doing pretty good. I was talking a little bit about my oh, you have no idea, that brisket was amazing. So my friend bought a smoker, and he I mean, I mentioned this before, but he bought a smoker a while ago, and every time we have a hangout, he's just smoking some delicious meat. And we had some pork brisket that we put on like some Hawaiian buns. Oh, it was wonderful. I loved it. Oh, there, Ray Judy. You saw the Pixel VTuber model. Want to do that same here? Do you have a Pixel model? Are you a VTuber too? Phrasing? What do you mean phrasing? Also, I wasn't paying attention. Is someone dying? There's a mad porcupine. Oh, yeah, you should probably kill that. Alright, there you go. I'm gonna have you stand and fight. If you're under attack, you don't run. You fight. Are you a VTuber too? Another VTuber, perhaps with a Pixel model, or are you just a connoisseur of VTuber aesthetic designs? Also, hi, Kifir. I see you on the other side too. I love having this Pixel model. I hope that if the artist ever is open again, I would love to see if, like, hey, can you do this alt outfit? I'd like to do more outfit designs, but man, the more I looked at the last one, if you guys don't remember what I drew last week, the color coordination on that was quite something. I did not like the more I looked at it, I was like, the color coordination on this thing is terrible. like this was just it was a mess. I like this one a lot more. This was a lot more fun to draw. But I guess having something to work from versus trying to do it from imagination is a huge difference. So yeah, maybe I don't let chat choose colors again in the future. It was Sprout's idea. I thought it was a cute idea, so I was like, okay, sure, why not? And I was like, questionable concepts. And these two are unable, so we only have these 6 individuals. Actually, we're eating a lot more food. That's why we're running out of food so fast. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay. The big issue is that we have so many people now that keeping everyone fed is a problem. Yeah, the malnutrition is starting to get to everyone too. Also, Immortal's injuries have not been tended to this entire time. We should probably tend to that. We need more weapons. Alright, we'll have these two. Oh, you're a lewd tuber. Oh, well, I would definitely... Well, if you're looking for a Pixel model, I don't care about the lewd tuber part. That's fine. I'm not a lewd tuber, but I know people who are. You're free to do whatever you like. I don't judge. But if you do like the Pixel model, sometimes my Pixel artist mama sometimes opens up commissions, but it's few and far between. So, I don't know. It's somewhere in the credits section of the stream panels, somewhere in there. There's a link to her Twitter profile. She is Japanese. She, I'm not sure. But they are Japanese, so just keep that in mind. But they speak English. Let's see. So Ronnie cooks food and immediately eats it. Okay, we gotta go hunt down animals. Especially because a lot of these folks are starting to starve. Ray's already dealing with A major infection and minor malnutrition. Okay, that's fun. Okay, why don't you tend here? I'm gonna have immortal. Yeah, I'm gonna have you drop that. I'm gonna pass that on to Dark Pika to fight with for the time being. Okay, so we're gonna have these two. Ooh, run around and see if we can kill something. What do we have? We are very, very limited in what we have access to, is all I'm gonna say. We are cavemen. We're animals. We legitimately don't know how to make walls, or furniture, or weapons. Ah, okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I talk about weird stuff too, but a lot of stuff that I talk about is just like weird, funny. Like when I start trying to learn Japanese Toronto Glish, which is probably not something I'm gonna do on stream because there's no way I can do that with a straight face. Could we fight a rhino? We'd probably die if we fight a rhino, right? But yeah, let's not do that. We gotta find more food. Feeding 7 pawns is hard. There's a couple berries that we can probably harvest. What else we can use for food? We might have to try to fight a Kentosaurus. There's no easy way to hit it, though. Maybe weapons actually is the correct technology to research. Oh, let's do weapons instead of construction. I think that's actually more relevant for us. Oh gosh, yeah, the injuries are crazy. Keep cooking at the campfire, whatever we got. Gotta do what you can. We'll butcher animals too. I think the other problem too is I think Bashy sometimes eats the animals, which is also not a good sign. You think do injuries heal naturally if you don't tend to them, or do they have to be tended before they start to disappear? I think that's the question I've always wondered. I never really thought about it until now. Well, I guess they do just go away because Ronnie's foot bruise disappeared. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think Ray dies to the infection, but since Ray is deathless, does she just not? She just not? What happens? I'm actually curious to see what happens. Let's find out, because otherwise I'm feeding an infirm. Let's grab you, and you. I need these 3 to go hunt down animals ASAP. I think we have to just try to fight a large animal. I think if we coordinate our strikes, we should be able to take down a rhino. Now, this is probably stupid dangerous, but I don't think I have a choice. We need to eat something, and the rhino's looking mighty tasty. Is there anything else I could theoretically fight? No, it's the rhino. All right. All right, can we kill the rhino? Oh, I don't know if I should do this. This is probably a really bad idea. I have Ray drop that knife. All right, Garm, you're gonna have to fight too. Everyone with a chance to fight's gotta fight. We gotta kill the rhino. All right, who's ready? Kill it. All right, Dark Pika's getting slapped. All right, we actually got it. The injury is just a bite on each arm, no lost limbs. All right, that actually went pretty good. All right, not bad. I like that. I'll try not to speed up the fights too often because I know it's a little janky to watch, but I was like, huh. All right, so you're gonna allow self-tend so your injuries can be tended to. Now we have meat for days. Perfect. The queue lets you join in the run as a pawn. That's basically what it does. Because all these fine individuals are named after comrade viewers. Okay, so you should be okay. Okay, so Ray died. However, she has fallen into a coma, and then she's lost 8 experience in animals. So it will be some time until she's alive again, question mark? Will remain in regeneration coma as long as she has lethal injuries. Okay. So we're just gonna have Arani stay awake and cook at the campfire forever until we can process all this meat. So this should get us another, what, 12 meals? So that's about 1 day's worth of food. Might want to get up and tend over here real quick, buddy. Yeah, perfect. Now we have a lot of meals coming in. Oh my goodness. Keeping this colony fed is the actual struggle. I don't think I've ever talked about smut on stream, have I? No. Okay. I remember Ray, I was talking to Ray earlier, and she said if I ever start doing sus things, she's gonna end my existence and stop me from streaming. Which, you know what? Fair enough. I've always prided myself in being a somewhat normal individual who doesn't want to rely on... Oh gosh, a man in black this early would be kind of nuts. I am a say-so streamer. I'm so say-so. I am so peak say-so. When have I ever done anything on stream that's just weird besides making funny sounds? Which every streamer does. Every streamer makes weird sounds on stream. Also, we gotta feed Ray. Can you feed Ray real fast so she doesn't die of malnutrition while she's in her death coma? Thank you very much. Okay, let's quickly also run the tribal ritual. When have I done anything weird? You can't find a clip of me saying anything super suspect in a meaningful way that I wasn't saying in a joking manner. I guarantee it. There's nothing of me saying anything strange. Perfect, come on. Oh. It's 4 times 5, so we got 20 research points. I mean, Tribalware is almost complete, which is good. Not ideal. We really do need weapons, though. Alright, so we'll have to probably survive another day. Gotcha. Like I said, I don't judge. I'm just mostly poking fun. Poking fun at it. Hey, Garm actually managed to dig this out. We might actually make a room here. With all this steel, I wonder what we could make with it. Weapons? Oh. Do you want the English version or you want the Japanese version? Listen, I said in a non-joking way. This is always joking ways. Oh, Man in Black's arrived. Yeah, you gotta tell me which version you want. Garm's brother Worm has arrived. He is a bully who grew up to be a colonist. Unhygienic, abstinent, sickly, fragile. Okay, if you're not giving, I'll just do Japanese. Dealer's choice? Alright. Okaeri nasai, Rana-sama. Gohan taberu? Ofuru ni suru? Soretomo watashi desu wa? There you go. I should practice. I should read more scripts shenanigans. I saw a really funny version of the Gaius von Balsar dialogue line that he says, and I was like, I know exactly how I want to read this. I saw a version of it that was basically about corporations and Microsoft Excel. So instead of the whole, like, you know, tell me for whom do you whatever, it's like, how very glib. And do you believe in our shareholders? Corporate unity is forged of falsehoods. Its departments are built on deceit, and its mission statements are instruments of deception. I want to read that one in like as serious of a voice that I can muster. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that line. Man, I was so good at coming up with banger one-liners like gloves or condoms for your hands. That's such a good line. It's true too, especially if you're using like those rubber latex ones. It's so true. You can't deny that. How much longer until Ray's no longer dying? Oh, we gotta feed her again. Oh wait. Okay. Anyways, here's Worm. We're gonna assign Worm to a random person now. Let's give this to Exonia. Congratulations. Here's your pawn, Worm. You are a bully, a colonist, unhygienic, abstinent, sickly, kind, and fragile. Really good combat stats. Yeah, the anti-hero whose name I cannot remember how to say correctly because I just remember him as Gaius. He's a cool lad. I played Final Fantasy XIV. I've actually been doing the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ because people are going to tell me my 14 card's been revoked, and I am now up to the 95 quest line for Dawn Trail. I'm actually starting to get a little more invested in this plotline now. It is actually somewhat interesting and engaging enough. Also, we gotta animalify some of y'all, so let's give you... Let's see, apply... I can't apply the xenotype, can I? Why can't I apply my custom xenotype? It's so weird that I can't apply a custom xenotype through this menu. Well, we'll find a way to survive, I guess. Maybe the opening batch is the animals. How did I get Ray to get the right xenotype then? That's so weird. I don't remember. You have a really funny look with that hat and mustache. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Very interesting that I don't know how to do that. Okay. Oh well, we'll survive. Okay, so now with another pawn, our research should hopefully go a little bit faster, but we are gonna start... We really need to start making proper housing. Like, the thing is, I don't think I actually want to stay on this map. I would like to actually go near probably like a river. So maybe we'll move down here to be next to the river. This river island. I think that'll be a little more interesting of a tile. Or we move further down the river and see what other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. But I don't think I want to be here specifically. Reject modernity, maintain Unga Bunga. Trust me, we are Unga Bunga. We have been cavemen for the past two quadrums. And it's, let's just say research is slow and steady. If we could say that at all. We need to kill more. We ran out of food already. How did we? Oh my gosh, we ripped through all of our food. All right. All right, let's go hunting. What are we hunting down today? We were able to kill a rhino last time, so I guess we're gonna go hunt down a rhino again. Yeah, let's go kill a rhino. Where is it? All right, hello there, Rhino-chan. Just gonna... Here, we'll do it on normal speed so you can watch it in all of its glory. Alright. We stunned it a bunch of times. It's getting stabbed a lot of times too. Ronnie dodging shot swings. Huh. Oh, okay, so the only issue is that a son got gored, so maybe we'll just let you tend to your injuries real quick. Trust me, we have to hunter-gather. We do have crops. But, you know, they grow a little slow, so we're currently relying on just farming meat. I can't hunt those down. Also, I have dinosaurs installed because I figured it'd be more fun. Anything else? I could probably kill these. These are small enough. Chunking Agosauruses are... probably easy enough to kill. Is gonna be my guess. So let's find out if we can kill these things. Alright, shall we? Where is it? Let's go stabbing. Ooh, the problem is there's 3 of them next to each other, so maybe I don't do that. Let's just take the rhino and claim our victory. Don't want to mess around too much. Where did the rhino corpse go? Oh, perfect. Beautiful! Okay, so that's about... I want to say that's about 120 meals. Yeah, it's 120 meals, which should be enough to at least get us somewhere. And then Garm's actually a decent cook, so Garm and... actually, Dark Pika should cook. What do I have Garm doing? Building and mining. Okay, so... I think what we need to do is... I need to start setting up cold rooms, like food storage rooms. So I think what I want to do is I want to dig this out a little bit so there's more storage space, and then... I don't want to necessarily live in a cave. Like I said, I want to leave this tile at some point. This is just a very temporary location. I think it'd be kind of fun to do a little bit more migratory. But we will want to set up our own village. And I think I want to go here. River and a coast sound absolutely fantastic. It's a little flat, but I think that's fine. So that'll be our objective once Rey is maybe not in her resurrection coma and not dying. Ooh, another 6 days. Okay. Alright, you'll be fine. Also, let me open up YouTube again, because every time I keep closing the YouTube chat window for some reason. What other weird things have I said? I legitimately don't remember that hand-holding rules clip. I used to make so many banger statements. Now I've just kind of fallen into a routine. Oh, I need to take a comedy class. Learn how to be actually funny on the internet. I've lost it. I've lost my skill. I used to be all about that cursed commentary. Now it's just being a normal human being. I'm so washed. Ooh, uranium? Oh shoot, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, Garm's got the flu. Alright, fun fact, I don't have any heal root again. Alright, so we'll do what we can. We gotta hunt down more heal root. Yikes, okay. Garm may die. Have to harvest all the heal root that we can get our grubby hands on, but it's really rough. Also, we gotta do the ritual. Let's do the ritual real quick. We'll do the indoor one because I don't want to deal with the outdoor one. I have interest in EU5. I plan on maybe buying it at some point because EU is the only mainline Paradox grand strategy that I have not touched yet. I have a lot of hours in Vic 3, Hoi 4, CK3, but EU is the one series I've not touched. Okay, we can make clothes now. Oh my goodness, we can give clothes to everyone. Oh, okay. So we have leathers and hides. So that is an option for us now. Even a tribal headdress. War masks are also pretty handy too. So why don't we do... Let's do tribal wear. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of tribal wear. And I am okay with making it out of anything we can get our hands on. Oh, did you not enjoy it very much? Are you not a fan of the game? I mean, that's kind of the thing with Paradox games, where they all just come out in a half-assed state, and then they only get better after about a year or two of patches and content. I'm still hoping that they do that for City Skylines too, but at this rate, who knows? Because let's just say the last patch was pretty good, but you know, we need more. I'm gonna buy a steak because I need a weapon. I will buy their medicine. Okay, so this gives us something. And then I can give that stake to Immortal, because Immortal has some pretty good melee skill. Okay. I'm gonna have Garm to drop that knife, and we're gonna give that knife to Ixonia. The game's fun, drops one zones, looks bad compared to Victory, and bad at dropping historical institutions. Plot straight from 1337. Why did they choose 1337? I'm actually kind of surprised that they did an overlap with the start years for EU4 or EU5 and CK3. Because I thought the end dates would have been more... It would have been better if they were kind of, like, aligned so that you could... I don't know why Paradox legitimately just doesn't support a mega campaign. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like with the way the game is set up, it is literally designed so that you, if you really wanted to, you could have a perfect mega campaign from CK3... All this... What is happening here? Are you okay, buddy? Like, you can go all the way from CK3 to EU5 to Vic 3 to Hoi 4, and it lines up almost perfectly. God, I don't think we're not gonna get Hoi 5 for like another 2-3 years, legitimately. We're not seeing that for like another 5 years, is my guess. Also, that's a very long time frame. I think Hoi 4 should not do that. I think if they want to do a 1920s to whatever, they need to have their own separate title for that. Primarily because Hoi 4's specialty is that it is strictly World War II. That's what makes Hoi 4 so enjoyable and easy to pick up. If you had to ask me out of which of the whole Paradox Grand Strategies is the easiest to pick up, it's Hoi 4. And it's because its timeline, its time frame, its focus is so specific that it's just way easier to manage. Okay, we need to eat. We're out of food again. Alright, let's go hunting. What are we hunting today? What is... There's a turkey here. Let's go kill the turkey. We could maybe fight the bison, but if I kill one and they all get angry, that's probably gonna get us killed. Alright, so haul that over. Alright, let's find another animal. Oh, let's kill the millipede. Okay, send that in. And then... What else can we kill? So I need to grab all this heal root. I don't know why we didn't bring that in yet. Could I kill these Kentosauruses? The thing is, so it's no sense having the interwar period that's or historical stuff is nonsense. I mean, that's true too. I mean, I could see them maybe moving the timeline back by like another 2 years, but again, Hoi 4 really just needs to focus on World War II rather than all the interwar shenanigans. Like, it is good to have that interwar period, but people want to get into the meat of things. You know what I mean? And the meat of those things is just the Great Wars. It does sound like TNO shenanigans. Okay, let's go. See if we can fight this. Okay, so we killed one. We killed the second one. Arani has taken some pretty significant injuries, so has Dark Pika, but at least we got 2 of these things killed. Finish it off, and now we have food for some time. So Arani's gonna get tended to. Sun hopefully tends to Arani. I don't know why we're feeding a dead corpse over there, but let's feed Arani real quick. No, tend to Arani. And then Garm, you're gonna... Okay, Dark Pika can cook. Fantastic, okay. Also, we got a gift. Silver, okay. And hopefully this should give us a lot of spare meat for the time being. Okay, so why don't we butcher here? Oh my goodness, it's just so rough trying to survive. Can we run the ritual yet? So we should be able to get weapons next. Well, I'm starting to think we maybe should have gone into construction. Let's go construction. At least you're allowed to run the ritual once per day. Like, that's so nice. Yeah. We could also run the... We can't do the leadership speech because we don't have a leader. Wait. We've intercepted messages from the Persona weapon Keeper's Phoenix not far from us. It's a weapon cannot walk away. Wait, what? I feel like I have to grab this, right? I feel like we have to grab this, this Persona weapon, right? I feel like I have to. Alright, let's, how long of a journey that is? Yeah, it's a monosword that causes wielder pain. That's like the only thing that I'm not terribly fond of. It's about a 1-day journey, but it's a monosword, which is a really powerful option to just have. I think we have to take it. I think we have to take it. Alright, who's going on that journey, though? Also, I just realized, yeah, our best crafter is Ray, and she's knocked out. Alright, congratulations to Comrade's son, who's now being ordered to make things since Ray's still knocked out. Because we need to start making clothes. Yeah. I do not have that mod. I probably should have installed said mod, yes. I'm not going to say no to a silver meteor. That is beautiful. Thanks, Ranu, for essentially giving us all the money we need. Okay. Alright, let's do this tribal gathering first, and then we'll send a few out. I think we're going to send Immortal, probably, and Dark Pika, probably, to go find the sword. Assuming we don't get murdered, which is a very real possibility as well. This is such a weird thing to look at. Oh, hello. Okay, so the storyteller's getting revenge on us because we researched too fast. So, I guess we're getting free weapons is more of what I'm reading here. Oh my gosh, we got 40... Wait, 12 times 6 is 6... Wait, that's 72. We got 72 research points. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, we actually researched so much. Fantastic. Alright. So we can at least make our little hut a little bit more homier now that we have actual access to this. So now we have doors. So one of my things too is now that we have this, now that we have construction, I'm gonna allow myself to build storage pits like these things. And I think it'll be more appropriate for our little colony here. Mostly because I need to find a way to start storing like all the wood, because holy cow, there's so much wood, and also steel. We can also do the storage pits and cellars. The cellars do keep things cold. Which is pretty interesting. We can also do woven baskets, but we don't have hay. Oh yeah, no, it's a literal start from nothing run. So if you want to check, go look up VFE tribals. You literally start with only knowing how to make fire. You don't know anything else. And you have to slowly start progressing your way through the tech tree. So my goal today is to see if we can make it out of the animal era and make it into the Neolithic era. That's the goal for today. And then tomorrow we'll see what else we need to do. Yeah, VFE Tribals is a very interesting experience, I'll say that much. I would like some other stuff like this, but for now, you know, we're working what we got. Oh, we actually have access to a butcher table now. Interesting. So we can probably start compartmentalizing our different things that we need. But again, I don't want to stay here forever, but I need to just make sure we have enough. We should probably start taming pack animals too. I don't have Medieval Overhaul, but I did install VFE Medieval 2, which just came out, and I figured that would be kind of a fun option to have for when we get out of this tech level. Alright, so this guy's attacking us, so let's get our best fighters to just essentially jump the poor guy. I mean, like, who comes after... Okay, well... Yeah, let's just go kill this poor guy. Hello. Alright, well, you've chosen death. Okay, so you got punch, that's fine. I will take his stuff, though. And we will probably just end up eating him, because we're okay with eating people. So you're gonna just get tended to, right? Perfect. And then we're gonna grab you and you. Every Rimworld player awkwardly looks away. It's me. I'm the Rimworld player. Ooh, Sonya got cut in the torso, right in the chest. Moral also got stabbed, or, yep. What a shame. Well, that's fresh food for us, so more meat, more meals. Okay. I have some days before I have to go get that sword, so we might do that for a bit. You're surviving Mars? What do you mean you're surviving Mars? Oh, are you playing surviving Mars? Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of spare holes in the people, but don't worry too much about it. There we go. Look at that. We have our own private little abode. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so now we could either live in the cave or we could build houses outside, which would probably be more fun. But again, I don't want to stay here forever. I like to move towards the coast because I think it'll be better. So maybe after the first crop is grown and we have all that food in our inventory, like after... Yeah, maybe we don't wait for the corn, we just take the potatoes. We'll just navigate our way towards over here. Although that area is probably going to attack us a lot, but that's fine, we'll survive. Either that or we go to this other one, but I think this is the one I want. Anyways, let's go figure out what's going on with this item stash. There's an unknown threat. So I think Dark Pika and Immortal can go, and they should be fine. I think their injuries will heal up by the time they get over there. Oh! Oh my gosh, wait, these... Whoa, hello. These porcupine quills have to be surgically removed? Alright. Come on. Alright, that's much better. Alright, let's go send them off on a journey now. Alright, so Immortal and Dark Pika will go on this trip. Take with them all this, take 4 simple meals, and that should be enough. And pray they survive. Alright. I have no idea how I never fought a porcupine. That's a good question. Cave is Unga Bunga core. It is so Unga Bunga core, but it's the only way we can survive. Anyways, let's have them go on the magical journey. They'll take the road. They'll make it in time. And hopefully they'll survive long enough. Ray is still in her coma, by the way. She's gonna be there for another 4 days. Also, she's got the flu, which I don't think is doing anything since she's been kind of asleep the whole time. Must be nice being deathless, being immune to dying. Crazy time we live in. Oh, I have so much material here. Oh, right, I forgot Garm's got the flu. Ooh. Maybe, you know what, hold on. I think Garm should be prioritizing bed rest. Why don't you go... No, why don't we have you lie down? Yeah, why don't you just stay there for a bit? We kept our doctor here just in case, but it's still gonna be rough. The problem is we don't have any heal route. Okay, Immortal's fully healed up. Dark Pika's got a... We're getting clothes now. Oh my gosh, our pawns are getting actual outfits. It's beautiful. Can we run the ritual? Alright, let's run the ritual real fast. 4, so it's unlikely we're gonna finish... We might actually finish cultivation. If we're lucky, we can get into medicine, but unlikely. Come on. I want to see that technology start to grow. We're getting closer and closer to going Neolithic. Fantastic. 8 points per person, so we are almost done with cultivation, and furniture is next, which is what I care about, because I want the beds. Why are these two sharing a bed? Are they... I don't want to ship these pawns together so they can make children, but at the same time, I think it'd be good if our colony did get additional children once we kind of move out of the animal era and move on to like the more, you know what I'm saying? We need to make the population grow bit by bit. Oh gosh, Ray's starving already. That's fine. Do we have food? Okay, we have enough food, I think, if we just cook it. All right, Arani, time to get cooking. There we go, delicious. I love human meat. Oh, yummy. Okay, we might... I don't think we can actually hunt any animals with whoever's here right now. They're not strong enough. I'm gonna give Garm this weapon. Big Ray wakes up. Impregnating chat, yes. We are absolutely impregnating some of these pawns with fresh new sacrifices for the future. More workers, because I expect many of them to die before they get old enough to live to contribute, just like in the olden times. Okay, here we go. Come on, get over there. Crossing through the mountains. I hope this sword is worth it. I legitimately hope this was worth the journey. And that I'm not gonna regret getting this stupid thing. Alright, we got Ray fed. I think we've run out of food again. I think Arani's making our last 2 meals. Alright, I should probably save the game because I've not done that this whole time. But yeah, I am surprised I never fought a porcupine this entire time playing Odyssey. Maybe it's because I've been in space too long. In colony defense. No, it's fine. You just make the funny, just make sure you have overlapping lines of fire, right? Okay. Hello, this is a cave. It's a lot of dinosaurs. Maybe there's too many dinosaurs. Where is the, where is this thing? Let's promise the weapon. Where's the weapon? Is it in here? Okay. But not crazy, right? Wait, where's the sword? Was I supposed to accept a quest before this happened? I don't think I had to accept anything, right? Maybe it's in a container? What am I missing? Oh my... Thank you. It's an ambush. I am blind. Oh, we're being ambushed by one person. What a shame. Anyways, so congrats to Immortal, who just picked up a really cool Persona Monosword that is now bonded to them. You may not be a masochist, but you'll probably want this. I don't know how I didn't see that. And then I'm gonna have you just pick up that steak. Alright, let's go kill this person. Let's try out our new sword on this fresh new victim. Oops, wrong button. Oh, listen, I apparently have the spatial awareness of a goldfish. Alright, the great noble immortal fights the great, the weak and terrible Adela Critopoulos, who's actually a knight of a savage kingdom. Oh, wait, she's actually got armor. She's got a Gambison. Okay, well. So much for an honorable duel. What's our opinion on... Oh my gosh, Pemmican? Wait, what's our thoughts on... Wait, what is our thoughts on this? Can we wear tainted gear? Cool. Oh wait, no, there is actually a penalty for wearing this. There is actually a penalty. That's fine. We're not even tribals. No, we're not even. We're animals. We haven't even made it to the Neolithic era. But since we have no expectations, it's fine to do this. We don't understand the concept of tainted clothes. All right. So, anyways, take his knife. Let's get out of here. All right, we got what we wanted. You know what? Take the corpse with us, because that's food. Oh, you know what? This urn looks really pretty too. Let's take the urn and the table. Take both tables with us. Yeah, it's fine. Pemmican. Let's get back to base. Ah, just kidding. Haha, it's too heavy. Maybe we shouldn't be carrying that many tables. Ah, yeah, the corpse is 60 kilograms. All right, maybe we don't take the corpse with us. Just a thought here. Yeah, but you know what? Don't think about it too much. Just imagine the fact that Immortal's really good with using the mono sword. All right, Immortal was using a spike, and now they're using a stake. Now they're using a sword. I think that's good enough. Okay, we can actually make weapons. Who needs a weapon? What is the actual benefit of using a stake over a sword? You can use it with a shield. We can also do throw spikes, so we actually have ranged weapons now. So maybe making a throw spikes would not be the worst idea, just to have a ranged weapon option. Everyone's decked out in clothes now, so we should also focus on making... Ooh, heavy tribal wear is for insulation. War tribal wear, protecting against sharp and blunt damage. Interesting. And the concentration page out of the bedroom. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't just have a single defense grid control my entire... To be fair, it made sense if I'm doing a ship. Right? Having it all in the central area. Oh, stakes don't last long? That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, war mask. I don't like war masks. I don't like how they look. Veils, maybe. think I wouldn't mind making a bunch of veils just to keep our fine fellas protected that way. Oh yeah, if I got dropped right on top of my single console, that would be bad. Maybe if we ever do a future tech run, we might worry about that. Also, I forgot Garm is still dying of the flu. Garm is gonna be okay. Garm survives yet another day. However, we are out of food and Ray is starving again. Alright, it's time to go hunting. What are we hunting today? Let's see. What's on the menu? There is a Litrosaur, which is quite small, so that's probably going to be our first victim. Ooh, that thing is actually surprisingly durable. Yikes. Weighs under 200 pounds, but I guess our weapons aren't very good enough for killing it. Alright. Then we'll bring that back over. Oh, but I control a single bridge with glass windows on the outer hull of the ship. Exactly! I'm literally subscribing to the school of science of soft sci-fi. I am kind of a sucker for soft science fiction, as dumb as it is. I used to read a lot of hard science fiction, like all the Arthur C. Clarke and Stephen Baxter type novels. Ooh, should we make our way towards the ship to the star? Oh, geez, that's really far. We'd have to go around. Well, this is not supposed to be a nomadic run, so maybe not for this one. Let's just try to make sure we survive everything bit by bit, and we'll see how this pans out. Okay, so... Holy cow, these guys are struggling to get over to this, thing. I mean, easy access to escape pods. I mean, the other... Realistically, though, your bridge is going to be, like, in the core of the ship, far away from being easily destroyable from weapons, right? You put in the core of your ship and just rely on a bunch of screens to show you what's on the outside. That's what sensors are for, right? Cameras, all those fun things. Holy cow, they're out of food. Alright. Did we not butcher that poor little thing? Okay. Who can work on plants? Sun can. Alright, so Ronnie's injured. Garm's not. Alright, let's... Garm's dying of the flu. Is there any animal we can kill? I think we could theoretically kill these things. Might be a little risky. Garm's flu is extreme, but Garm will live. Ronnie's barely injured. You'll be fine. Alright, let's smack it with 3 people. Poor Goldenrod's still a child. Doesn't have access to any education facilities, so he's never gonna learn anything. Oh, both of them decided to attack us. Okay, don't consume it. Alright, fantastic. You'll be fine. And I want you to finish this off. Oh my goodness. At least we have more meat, which is more food. And if we can haul that, that'd be great. Like 2 big sensors, the big radar domes, or whatever the future equivalent is. I mean, yeah, exactly. No. Clearly the solution in the far future is you have... Okay, here's my complaint. I'll just complain about this real quick. I don't know full Star Wars lore, but can someone explain to me why in the Star Wars universes computers never existed? Now, obviously, I get it's basically because of the computer technology as we know it didn't really exist at the time the original Star Wars movies were being made. But you know what I'm saying? But they all just use like holodisks and like a lot of mechanical computers in the far future. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? I swear that like modern computer terminals don't exist in the Star Wars universe unless I am completely forgetting about certain scenes. I guess we should make beds now. They do have screen. Wait, really? Am I crazy? I always thought it was because of like, yeah, like I always thought it was because of like the 70s. What it was like they used like holograms, essentially, like the technology. Got Klingons destroying barrels full of dark tons being stored like they're in a Costco warehouse. Am I crazy? Okay, I have to look this up because now I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess they just do have normal computers in the, Why am I not remembering this? I know they tech it. I know they tech things up to make it look sci-fi, add a lot of glowy bits, a lot of buttons, a lot of knobs, all that jazz. But for some reason, I had... In my mind, for some reason, I thought that, like, they just didn't exist in Star Wars for some reason. I don't know why. Also, let's do this a gathering real quick. Hoya, 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 hoya. That's actually pretty interesting if they're illiterate. That would make some pretty interesting lore implications. Huh. Okay, so... we did that. We're gonna get raided by one dude with a bow. We got technology, so we managed to get cultivation. Furniture and medicine are next. And then a group of farm animals wandered in, and we got a new dinosaur who I think just walked out of the map. Oh no, it's here, right here. I don't know what to do with him. I guess we're gonna slaughter him, but we gotta deal with this other guy. I think I'm just gonna rush him. Legitimately, I think Immortal and Dark Peak are probably enough to kill this poor guy. Just kill him ourselves. Especially because Immortal's decked out in armor. Yeah, your bow ain't gonna do much if you're just being slaughtered by a sword. Beautiful. All right. And we're gonna give that bow to Goldenrod. Congratulations to little Goldenrod, the child. Time to start learning how to use a bow. Okay, let's just move that there. And then Arani, it's time to start getting to work. Okay, someone's got to do this. Okay. We should probably do a butcher table because that'll get us more opportunity for food and stuff. So that's probably the next thing on our agenda, is to at least figure out where we want to put the kitchen and then food storage. Just how everyone's going, everything was going to make more sense. I can't read the news, which makes more sense for in general manipulate the public opinion. That's true. That makes a lot of sense, actually. But I would assume that it makes... I guess for public opinion, yeah. And I guess for a lot of folks, it doesn't really make sense for them to read if they're just trying to watch their... if they're just watching the news, right? Especially for, like, the more rural parts of the galactic sector, or whatever you want to call it. Hello there, Dirk. I have no idea what you're saying. Please speak in English. What does this say? I'm gonna plug this into Google Translate. Ah, I see. Let's see. This. All right. So, anyways, you worked on this conflict, Cold War-esque standoffs in the Outer Rim, given a lot of social agents smokescreen for their schemes. To be fair, like, the thing with the Empire and the Galactic Senate and all that is that it's just so large, it's hard to... I'm trying to think of the right word. Have, like, a centralized authority on all that news, right? And so it's very easy for things to go fly under the radar. Isn't it the same reason to like the Empire in 40K? Because it's just so dang massive. I will say 40K lore is so interesting to me. I've been reading up on like the different world tiers. Like, I just think it's so amusing that in the universe of 40K, you can have super highly technologically advanced planets, right? Bastions of human civilization, and then like a couple star systems down, you're like, so anyways, this planet is just humans, but they're back in a medieval feudal society. Also, we collect taxes for them, which is like, interesting. I just find such dichotomies in the situation at 40K just really funny. And yes, no, I'm aware that that the Emperor is not terribly fond of what has happened to humanity and how they believe him to be a god emperor when he's like, no, I'm not a god. I'm just another... I want you all to be able to think for yourselves. That type of deal. But humanity rejected his vision, and now they demand a god. For humanity always returns to wanting something to believe in. Nothing else you're impressed now. Let's try to shoehorn a Comstar. What's a Comstar? What is a Comstar? From Battletech. What is this thing? Okay, so it's literally just a intergalactic communications array. Vomit rain again? What's Erebus? Is that another person that I should be aware of? Erebus. Oh, Erebus 40k, the senior dark apostle of the World Bearers Trader Legion. Ah, okay. Humanity restricted in Erebus and Erebus and made everything worse. I mean, it sounds like, I mean, 40k just always sounds like everything was fine and then something made it worse. And then you just rinse and repeat this over and over and over again. Like, that's essentially what happens. Ooh, the ex-wife of Sun has arrived for some reason. I should have double traders, which is kind of interesting. We could find and see if they got anything of note. We need to sort through this. There's so much garbage hanging around here. I think I actually want to keep this. I think this thing would probably make a decent pack animal. Looking at it, it can carry 87, so it's not a lot, but it's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably okay as a pack animal. We might actually be able to make it out of the Neolithic, or we might actually be able to make it into the Neolithic era tonight, which would be pretty interesting. I thought I'd be stuck in the caveman era for a little bit longer, but considering how fast we're kind of ripping through the tech tree, maybe it's fine after all. Is Ray almost done being Komud? Yes. A great grim sci-fi setting trope, and then it gets worse. I mean, that's just how a lot of things are, because conflict breeds good storytelling, usually. So I do understand why that's what they do. Thanks, Durka, for the follow on YouTube. One of the fantasy precedent for getting a similar character, Manfred von Karstein, kind of names because Bud is worse. I'm vaguely aware of Manfred's lore, only because I played Warhammer Fantasy, or at least Total War Warhammer 3 specifically. So I'm only aware that he's like, hey, he's a vampire man, and he's the progenitor of the von Karstein line, and all that jazz. But yeah, science fiction often has like a and then it got worse type of thing, because it just breeds for good storytelling, because a lot of science fiction loves war and conflict. You know, there's the whole thing about, like, you know, conflict between man and God, man and nature, man and self, that type of thing. Science fiction loves leaning into the whole man versus man plot lines. It's very common. There's a couple where it's not that often, and it's usually like man versus nature, like reading The Martian by Andy Weir. That's a very much a man versus nature type situation. But then having things like, but most science fiction I read is very much like man versus man type situations. You know, Old Man's War. I guess, I don't know what the Zeal, I guess the Zealy sequence is technically man v man, or man v nature, or man versus animals. Kind of hard to tell. Really depends on what you're reading. Speaking of which, I do recommend reading the Zealy sequence if you love really hardcore science fiction. That's a little older because it's from like the 90s, but it's some good stuff if you're, I don't even know what the word, I don't want to say like if you're weirdly into that type of thing. All right, we should trade with these people. Look at all their dinosaurs. I'm going to trade with them. Let's have Immortal do it, because Immortal's got the highest social skill. Okay, I could sell my animal. I could sell off a lot of the furs, which actually might not be a bad idea. In fact, I probably will sell most of these, because getting silver in exchange for medicine would be pretty handy. I can't believe we're animal cavemen people, but we know how to trade now, so that's fun. Ah, they bring the ancient food of sushi to our doors. And cookies. I think I actually just buy the sushi. I'm just gonna buy the sushi. Excellent. We purchased sushi from our mysterious neighbors in the hopes that it will feed us ever longer. Alright. Pure Cascade of and then got worse is the first succession war from Battletech. I mean, that's the same thing with, like, I'm trying to think like another property that I may have paid attention to that, and then it got worse is such a common trope. Obviously, something like... Yeah, XCOM is also kind of like a, and then it got worse type thing until you manage to resolve it. Oh, we're getting attacked. Because why? Because we researched furniture, because we're researching too fast, and now people that they send are actually a lot more aggressive. However, they can fight them off, our guests, because I don't have to fight them. That's so funny. They actually can't hit the Pachyrhinoceros. And now it's running. Cool. So I don't have to participate in this fight. We'll just leave this be. Oh, I don't know how Sun ended up outside. Okay, let's get you indoors, please. Let's get Immortal out here. Let's have Immortal tend to this problem. Alright, when in doubt, just send your strongest person to deal with your most annoying problems. Nice. I'd like that, please. Okay. I say this all the time, but I am still sad that we're never gonna get XCOM 3, realistically. Because the people that worked on XCOM are long gone from Firaxis, and Firaxis is very much just focused on making more DLC for Civilization. So it makes me sad, because I thought we were gonna get From the Deep in the new XCOM engine, especially with like all the crazy modding potential, but now it's not really gonna happen. So now all anyone ever can do if they want their fix is they just have to keep playing they have to just keep playing XCOM 2 over and over and over again, which quite frankly I have legitimately considered buying it on my phone, because you can apparently install mods on the mobile version if you're willing to go edit some INI files. And I was like, do I really want to get into XCOM again? I like XCOM. I think XCOM is like a really good, easy to pick up tactical RPG, and it's really fun. I have thought about playing Xenonauts. I think Immortal bought me, like, I think gifted me Xenonauts 1 a long time ago, and I tried playing it, and I thought it was fine. But I think, here's the thing, and I say this a bunch of times, but the reason I don't stream some games is, it needs to be enjoyable to watch in addition to being enjoyable to play. And the reason why I didn't stream Xenonauts and I streamed XCOM is XCOM is a lot easier to pick up from a viewer perspective than Xenonauts, I think. Because Xenonauts has that very old classic game aesthetic, and then XCOM is just, it's bombastic. Like, it is, I played Phoenix Point also, and I didn't play it on stream, but I played it on my personal time, and that game was, I don't want to say it was unstreamable, but it was pretty unstreamable, because it was just kind of boring, right? Because one thing that XCOM does really good is they know how to make a game exciting. Like, the music, the hype moments, the slow motion, everything about it is just, it really feeds into that. Oh, that is a very mad bison. We gotta kill that now. It all feeds into that, like, general vibe. Terra Invicta. I'm not gonna play Terra Invicta. I know it's been like a joke, but I have no intention of playing it. Alright, we could probably rescue this guy, but I have nowhere to dump him. Well, I guess he dies. Sorry, Green, the wild man. I can't rescue you. Do another tribal ritual. We might just be able to rip through the remaining tech tree and we may be able to get to culture and we can start doing all that stuff. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm probably not going to stream EU5. If I did 8-hour streams like Cleo did, then sure, I could stream EU5. But that's a tall ask, and quite frankly, I don't think I want to do 8-hour streams. I'm already dying at 4. Okay. I've only ever done like a 5 or 6-hour stream once, and that's because I got raided by a big friend, and I was playing XCOM, and I was stuck in a very rough mission, so I was like, alright, we're just gonna see this through to the bitter end. But beyond that, I just wouldn't. It's just too much effort, and I have a lot of other things that I want to do with my own personal time. Like, after this, I have to make a phone call to Japan, and then I have to go probably eat something, and then I have to go get ready for sleep. Lots of other stuff. So, it took Remy Down Under 144 hours of streaming to beat 1 game of Terra Invicta. God. I can't imagine that. That's a lot. I mean, I guess I'm trying to think. So, how many streams do I average per Rimworld run? About 10. So that's about 40 hours. So imagine that would be 30. So we're looking at like 35, 36 streams for me to do 1 run of Terra Invicta. I would die. I would die. There's a reason why I don't play a lot of super grindy games on stream, because it just takes forever, and I don't think people want to watch that. Took them longer than XCOM Long War of the Chosen. Oh my gosh, the Long War of the Chosen run took forever. If I ever streamed XCOM again, we're not doing Long War of the Chosen. Never again. It was fun once, and that was it. I don't have that kind of patience again. Oh right, we sold all of them. Oh my goodness. We did it. We have potatoes. Hold on. Oh my goodness, we have potatoes. We have it. We can do potato-based things now. Hold on. Who's my builder? I need Garm over here ASAP to build this. Unless someone else is able to do this. Okay, Ronnie's gonna do it. So we can build a wooden cellar so we can store all this stuff in there, which is fantastic. The OG Xenonauts X Division Mod Y. Xenonauts Division. We're getting raided again by another batch of angry tribesmen who realize that we're researching technology too fast and they hate it. Alright. Alright, let's put them down. Oh, it's like a Long War. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but again, I liked XCOM because it was really bombastic and it's exciting. Also, we are riding our dinosaur into combat now. That's fun. Okay, we are gonna become dinosaur knights. We're gonna become dinosaur knights, I can already feel it. Your chairs in front of them, you have no idea what used to be there? Probably, maybe a table. Maybe a table. We're gonna become dinosaur knights. I think it'll be hilarious. We'll need to recruit more dinosaurs. Okay, so I think here I can store raw food and meals. And I think it'll be perfectly fine. Make this a priority storage slot as well. Yes, oh my goodness. So I can't build it next to it, but I can do... Yeah, okay. In your medical lab? I don't know. Some kind of drug lab, perhaps? XCOM does take too long. That's the other reason too. That's the only reason we don't stream it anymore. I love XCOM, don't get me wrong, but I uninstalled it for a reason. I uninstalled it for a reason, and maybe in a couple of years I wouldn't mind revisiting it, but for the time being, I think we're good not touching it for some time, right? You know what? Let's do this again. All right, let's do the great ritual yet again. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to make Ray suffer. Is it a chess table? Oh, but it's in a drug lab. Maybe you just made a timeout corner. Maybe you just made a timeout corner. We're so close. We might actually be able to get out of the Neolithic era today. Wow, the caveman era didn't last that long. Well, actually, no, the animal era didn't last long, but we're gonna actually enter the caveman era soon. Alright, let's we slam out some walls here. Oh, we're out of wood. We gotta chop down some trees. Just do this and then commit to killing some trees here. That'll give us a lot of wood for the time being. And then we can start to sort through this abomination. Oh, trust me, we discovered fire. The one thing this game gives you is that you start with fire, which is hilarious. Oh, we can't make hardtack. Oh, we can't even make pemmican. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, okay, let's cut all the plants around this fire here, because this fire is getting a little ridiculous. Yeah, goddamn catastrophe because of the things I didn't realize I had to say. Like I said, you're the one who's doing surgery on your save, but I'm glad that you're able to get it working again. Because for me, whenever a new expansion or patch comes out, as soon as that drops, I'm like, I guess my old save is dead. You know, it's ephemeral. Once it's over, it's over. Move on to the next colony. Go next. That's how I approach it. It is the caveman life. Listen, we are cavemen. We are doing pretty good for cavemen. Just gotta keep running this as long as we have enough food to keep everyone fed. And thankfully we have food. We need to make more food. Alright. Do we have stoves? Oh! We have stoves now! We don't have to cook on this stupid thing anymore. Alright, oh my goodness, we can do this now. Holy cow. It only took an eternity. The trees are on fire. It's fine. It's fine. Just ignore it. Just ignore the fact that the trees are on fire. Oh, because we've just been mining. We unlocked mining a while ago. So we have access to steel, and now we have access to the different furniture bits, so we can actually make all the things that we need to cook now. Yeah, like Minecraft. Ron, are you going to be joining for Minecraft, or are you not doing the Minecraft server whenever it goes live? I'm just kind of curious. I don't know how many people are planning on playing, but I was just kind of... I mean, there was enough interest. You'll try it out. Fair enough. Like I said, if there's not enough interest after like a while, then we'll just shut it down and move on to another community type thing. I definitely kind of want to do a open TTD community server at some point. I think that would be so much fun to have everyone build giant train networks together. Maybe that's my traintism talking. If we host this person for 23 days, they're gonna give us a Hellcat rifle. I don't... We're cavemen. We don't even know how to make bullets. I think I'm good. What's a gun? I don't know what a gun is. What is this strange thing? Beggars demand medicine. No. I can't afford to give these beggars medicine. Sorry. Oh my goodness, I just realized we could make beds. We can actually make proper beds now. Yeah, okay. Why is there a living scyther just outside your base? Why is... That's a good question too. Why is there a scyther outside your base? Alright, it's time for another ritual. It's time for the 3 a.m. ritual of dancing around the fire and hoping we can discover more technology. least we're not naked anymore. Okay. So we discovered the bow. We got a new quest. That was a pretty good tribal gathering. A wild man has joined us. And we're being attacked by more people. These guys actually have gear, so we should probably start pulling out our weapons and get ready to fight. Goldenrod, time to learn how to use that bow. There's actually a giant stack over there, which is a little more concerning. The new person who joined us named is Robon. Let's get you over here real fast. Let's get you a weapon. Let's get you fighting, and then we'll have you figure out who you belong to in a bit. Thanks for knowing we don't want to play Rimworld. Raid notification just scared you. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness, Goldenrod just... Oh no, the poor child just got stabbed in the head or in the leg. Oh, okay. Okay, they'll deal with that other fighter over there. That's fine. All right, maybe we should tend to the poor child. Let's get the child tended to. I don't want that child dying on me. Okay, let's also harvest these trees real fast. It is a pretty spooky sound, so I don't blame you for getting a little bit of a jump scare. But who else would you watch on this fine hour but me? The coolest of Rimworld VTubers at this hour. Actually, I don't know how many people are streaming Rimworld. Let's see how many people are streaming Rimworld at this hour. Probably not that many. Let me drink my water. Some interesting runs going on. Oh, okay, I think they're attacking now. Okay. These guys actually have some notable bows and a lot of pemmican, which is fantastic. So let's get you, you, and you, and you. Draft this stack of people. Get ready to deal with this. Alright, so I think we just attack them just by running at them, because they got bows, so they can't exactly stop us if we just have weapons. Oh, geez, they're actually hitting us pretty hard. Okay, injuries. Bruises and cracks, you'll be fine. Cracks, you'll be fine. A bruise and a bad back. Oh, Garm's got a bad back already. Yikes. Take the beer. Oh, what is beer? What is mysterious brown bottle with liquid? We should drink and partake in of its delicacies. Quite yummers, as the young ones in the future will say. Bunga bunga. I should have done this entire stream talking like a caveman, but I think that would have just driven people mad instead, so maybe I'm glad I didn't. I guess the injuries are survivable. Okay, this one, we're gonna assign this person. According to my records, this person is gonna be named Espada. Congratulations, you have a pawn now. You are this fine fellow here. You are a child of the anima tree, a vengeful hunter, psychically hypersensitive, athletic, sanguine, a jogger, and slovenly. My nose also getting a little stuffy. Oh. Okay. We will get out of this era today. It actually is becoming a little more difficult to manage this colony, but what I think I need to do is I need to get basic beds ASAP. Now we have a lot of steel, so I probably just make it out of... We can't. It's bedrolls. We only have bedrolls. Okay. We could make a chiseled bed, but I can't make stones. That's really interesting. Okay. So if I can't make a chiseled bed, what are my other bed options? It really is just getting cloth and making plain leather bedrolls, which means we have to kill more animals, and maybe we can make them out of dinosaurs. What do bison drop? Plain leather. So it's the bison. We have to kill the bison. Can I make patch leather? No, because that requires another technology. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, so Immortal's got the wrong ideology. That's why this is Immortal's constantly on the verge of a breakdown. There we go. Let's make sure everyone's the right ideology, please. So I don't want to deal with these random ideologies. Perfect. Okay. So to ponder, how did we learn about fermentation and how it would make alcohol? Because some of the earliest known writing references what essentially is beer. Well, my assumption is that, like most things in life, someone was experimenting or they left something out and they realized, whoa, this thing made a thing. And then they tried it and like, whoa, this is pretty good. And then they wanted to replicate it. Isn't that how a lot of things happen in life, just by accident, unless you're purposely trying to research for a specific thing? It's kind of hard to tell too, because alcohol, I guess it depends. When was beer invented? And then you can kind of compare that to like other alcohol production methods of like say wine and whatnot. Okay, so here we go. Earliest writings mention the production of beer in the Code of Hammurabi. There was laws, so that's 1750. So my guess is that they probably figured out how to make fermentation like they learned how fermentation worked, and then they're like, okay, what if we apply this to other things as well? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think I know why too. The other main reason why something like beer probably was very relevant, especially, is it's probably a lot more sterile than just drinking plain water, right? Like having, especially like in an era where people weren't boiling water necessarily for cleanliness like we do today, alcoholic beverages were essentially a clean way to get hydrated, in a sense. If not like super alcoholic, but like, you know, like more diluted in small amounts. At least that's my guess, but I'm probably wrong because I don't know that. I don't know the intricacies of brewing, but having the having something to drink, especially like on long voyages, you know, something like beer or grog or something is going to be a lot better. You're attacked by a spider. Did you kill the spider, or is the spider still attacking you? Oh gosh, this fire thing is driving me nuts. I should not have built this outside. Because it's just gonna keep setting these plants on fire, and I have to keep dealing with it. Do the gathering. It on full review to hit it. Ah. Alright, so according to this, if we complete, we'll get culture tech points. We could, in theory, complete it all in one go, but we have to get really lucky. Alright, not ideal, but we got about halfway through. So the next one that we do should be enough to push us to the next tech level. And then that'll be pretty good. Right. Why is Immortal on the verge of a mental breakdown? Why are you sad? Oh my gosh, look at all those massive penalties. Yikes. Okay. Some of those will go away in due time. Oh, their expectations are starting to go up, so I do actually need to start paying attention to their needs. Okay, so at the very least, why don't we give them a table so they can actually eat without complaining? I can't believe this is one of the things I actually have to do now. I have to give them a table to eat. Okay, so I can make tables. I can even make stools now, which is very funny. Let's do that. So at least gets us something to do. 1x1 tables are also tempting as well. Let's get this slapped out here. Ray doesn't have a really good construction skill, but someone's got to build. It's nice for your hail toxic of the night. Oh, that doesn't seem healthy. Water system completely was going to start number people in the area, and then that proper wells. We'll see if 50 which was. I mean, that just seems like. I mean, that seems like it's the same thing, right? Like a way to have drinkable beverages that's not water. By your headboard. You're gonna die, Ray. Please don't die to the spider. Please kill the spider, and then be safe. I think it'll be better for you in the long run. Why Why are you always being attacked by spiders? A feral child has wandered in. Can I tame it? No one is capable of taming this child. Alright, well, I guess that child's just gonna die because I can't tame it. Alright. There's so many materials here. I need to find a way. I need to move these marble chunks out of here. Let's make a dumping zone over here. Contents clear all. Chunks. I want to get these chunks out of here because they're just eating up space in my little base here. Want them out of here. Having children in a nutshell. Yeah. I mean, yeah, children are untamable. That's also true. Okay, so I don't want cooking. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this one is gonna be. Okay, we have access to all the cooking now. We can make stir-fried meals too. That's kind of funny. I don't think we know how to make stir-fry yet, so let's do this forever. Allow all, and then we're gonna have this one delete these, and then this one is going to be butcher, creature, do this forever, and then get rid of this one, and then just make this one set to do all corpses that are not colonist human corpses. We have things to eat. Get rid of this. Perfect. And we'll need to find a way to hang up corpses here for other things as well. Meat racks would also not be bad. So get the meat off the ground. At least make this look pretty. Probably need to split this into 2 sections now as well. So we have a butcher room and then the other room. So maybe we don't do that here. Let's move the meat storage over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Well, I always figured like there has to be just more than just drinking it because they're an awful life, but there has to be like a more logistical reason why grog, you know, use for. And my assumption is because it is just a, well, one, yes, it probably keeps people happy, and you can pay people in alcohol, but I think it probably does have like I'm trying to think. But there's got to have been like a health reason as well. Like I could imagine it maybe, hey, rum is a way to prevent certain, you know, ailments. You know, I don't actually know what's in grog. What is in grog? Just generic alcoholic. Oh my gosh, I was having mental breakdowns. Oh no. Unsightly environment. Okay, so our people are finally learning about, hey, our lives kind of suck. So now we need to find a way to make their lives suck less. Okay, since we actually have construction now, I will start building toilets in latrines. We have unlocked the ancient art of building a toilet. Yeah, let's give our people toilets now. They've earned the right. You know, American entire ships to freeze and survive. I do know about that, yes. I am aware of that. Can you take a lizard from Cali, make them a house pet? I don't know if I can get a lizard from California and bring it into Canada. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. I can't just bring animals like that in. Oh no, yeah, we don't have floors. We actually do have the technology for floors. We're still cavemen, all right? Once we get into Neolithic, I'm okay trying to build proper housing and whatnot. And quite frankly, I'm not staying in this tile. I think I want to leave this tile once we get out of here. This is just a very temporary setup. I would like to sell them. I don't know if we're selling any of the weapons. Might actually be worth buying some of these animals, because they would probably serve as pack animals. Like the iguanodon is probably fine to purchase. And I would probably just leave it at that. Yeah, I think I just want the iguanodon. Take the medicine. Perfect, okay. Because that gets us more. And then now we can butcher animals if we hunt down more animals. So, yeah. Mortal's on the verge of a mental breakdown. Oh my gosh, look at all those negative penalties. It's so bad. Oh. Why are you in pain? Why did you use a drug? Drank alcohol. Psychic pain. Oh, right, I forgot this. I forgot Immortal's weapon just puts him permanently in pain. I think I read that penalty incorrectly. For some reason, I thought it meant, oh, Immortal will just take increased amount of pain from when they get hit, not they will be just perpetually in pain. Well, hopefully it's your sword now. Good luck. You have a Persona Mono sword. It just comes with a penalty, which I guess is very appropriate for a tribal playthrough. We can even venerate that sword. We can remember it for in case when you die. Okay. A thing joined us, a Mollusosaurus, which is I think the small thing. Oh, the big one joined us too. Another social fight. Not quite enough to reach the next tier of tech, which is unfortunate, and we should probably build a, Oh, can we build a fence? We can. Okay, so we can at least fence in the animals. Which is really janky, but I have to. So I think we'll fence them in... I don't know, fence them in here. That's fine. If we just do something like this, it's probably okay. Put a gate about here, and... one of those pen markers. Okay, perfect. So we'll solve that problem. What are we short on now? Food. We don't have food. Okay, cook simple meal 4x. Do until we have at least 20 in stock. Do that first. Go. Okay. And then we probably need a door here. Because again, I didn't really put the storage spot in a good position. So I am being punished for that. Okay, I need to use the restroom again because I've been yapping and drinking my very, very big container of water. So hopefully we will survive. There we go. So food, they're eating on the table now, which should at least mitigate some of the mood penalties. The only thing now is we need to fix the... whatever Mortal's complaining about here. A lot of this does go away. Your gear's ratty too, so maybe we have to get rid of the padded armor. But it protects you, which is the only reason you're carrying it, wearing it. Probably have to kill the bison. In fact, hold on. We're going to go on a bit of a stab and spree real quick. I think these individuals is enough to go get this kill done. Alright, just kill some bison. Alright, and Immortal decided to be sad in the middle of that engagement, which is annoying. Alright. We have successfully stabbed the bison enough times. And now we have some fresh bison to consume. Now, the other reason is I wanted the plain leather, which is the other big reason for doing this. Alright, I'll be right back. You can gawk here. Have you all been good little cavemen and women while I disappeared momentarily? Let's go do this last ritual. This should be enough to push us to the next tier. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have cave drawings. It's beautiful. I didn't realize that could happen. That's actually really cute. Alright, hopefully this is enough to keep us everyone happy and stop having a mental breakdown every 5 seconds. That was actually really adorable to come back to. Look at that. Oh, I think that's done by... Yeah, because Goldenrod's a child. I think everyone's trying to teach Goldenrod, but there's just nowhere to really teach Goldenrod anything. Alright. We did it. So now we have unlocked culture. So now we can do actual research and we can move up to the... Okay, so... Okay, hold on. So if I do this right... Okay, yeah, so we immediately just move up to the next tier. So we are now in the Neolithic era, and I should have been allowed to choose a cornerstone, and I don't know why. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. I probably need another mod to fix that. But we did it. Oh, here we go. So, as part of completing our... by going up a tech tier, we do get to get a cornerstone, which is a unique feature of this mod, where we get to choose a bonus that will... essentially last for the rest of the run for our entire colony. And they're kind of nutty, like increasing the amount of things you get from butchering animals, make unskilled labor 10 times faster, improve medical 10 speed and cleaning speed even. There's lots of different options here. I think for our purposes, I'm thinking either general work speed or increased move speed. And this will apply to everyone that we get forever. I think I'm gonna take, I'm actually gonna take the move speed one. The people of the Red Cove Covenant revere the winds that guide their every step, believing that swift movement is a sign of favor. Alright, fantastic. Alright, I don't want to be in this area anymore. Oh, we gotta deal with this though. We're under attack. They have weapons. But so do we. Get everyone inside here real fast. Let's get everyone out of here. Let's let them approach us. Maybe you don't want to stand out there, buddy. Maybe you go this way. Alright, so we're just gonna bait him out. And then as soon as he pops the corner, just jump him. And then we just jump the next guy. Cool. So here's our next goal. I want to get out of here. I want to pack up and leave. We're gonna go all the way here to this temperate forest tile, and we will probably end up fighting this tribes men constantly, but that's fine. I think I'm okay with that. So let's go form a caravan. Take everyone. Take our animals. We have riders on each of them. Let's make sure we take everything we can justify. So we're gonna pack up everything. Everything that's important. So we can't take all the steel, unfortunately, nor can we take the uranium. But that's okay. We'll find more steel in our new home. We'll take some wood. Take the silver. I don't think we need most of this other stuff. A lot of this is just dead garbage. Take the weapons at the very least. Spare weapons is always fun. And... I think we took all the food already. Don't think we need the corpses. Take the table and the urn. And we'll take as much steel as we can muster. Alright. Alright. There we go. Let's go down here. And say goodbye to this little colony. This was our very first caveman colony. And we're finally moving on to greener pastures. Oh, I forgot to... I gotta do this again. Oopsies. Take all the animals, that's fine, doesn't really matter who's riding what. Oh, do I have to do this again? Oh shoot, I gotta do this again. Why is my tabs at the top broke? Oh, I know why. Okay, that was weird. I know what was going on. Okay, so let's do this again. 1, 2, 3. No vehicles. We're already packed up with everything. Don't think I need anything else here. And then take all this with us. Perfect. Alright, here we go. It'll take some time, but we can abandon the old colony. It was a nice little cave, and perhaps in the far future, our descendants will return to the cave where they were born, where their line was started, and see where it all began. But for now, it's being abandoned. Time for us to find our new home. I think this VFE Tribals, at least, it makes the early game at least more interesting. Like, legitimately, if I would love to try doing a run where you start all the way at that tier, and you slowly have to progress through all the tech tiers, like, over time, like a Civilization-style run. That would be sick. Alright, we will settle here. And this will be our new home as we try to progress through the Neolithic era. Which means we now have to research things like beds and other technologies, and we can't just rely on keeping everyone happy. We'll have to rely on our wits to survive these cold, trying times. And also because I don't remember how vanilla gameplay works anymore, so I have to actually... There's actually a good reason for me to play vanilla. Alright, here's our new tile. Whoa, hello. Unlike the last one, this does not have very many natural protections. However, we have a really pretty river with lots of fish and an ocean that provides at least protection on that side. So we have ways to protect our... This is a very odd map. I was hoping the ocean was going to be a little more deeper in, but my guess is we'll settle somewhere around the river. We'll build out houses and little homes for us, and we'll see where it goes. The other option was maybe moving over here, but I think this is fine. Yeah. What do you think, comrades? Are you enjoying the caveman run? Moved maps? I wanted to move maps. I wanted to just try maneuvering and exploring other areas. So we moved to a new tile with our contingent of random animals and as much food and steel that we could muster. So here's our new temporary home. Or maybe permanent, who knows. But it's gonna take some time to set this up real quick to be a home. No, it wasn't because we were being chased. I just wanted to start in a new area. That's literally it. Alright, let's at the very least start figuring out how I want to design this. Actually, maybe we do the designing tomorrow. Yeah, it's getting a little late anyways. Who's alive at this hour? Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna go to sleep. I think it's a good time for me to stop because I have to make a phone call anyways. I have to get ready for some other stuff. So I'm gonna go raid Corvus, who's in the middle of playing some VR chat. So say hello to the good lad. I don't know what he's doing. Something called Ether Chronicles. Not sure what that is, but maybe it'll be cool if you're into that type of thing. Anyways, comrades, thanks for joining on the first part of the cool caveman run. Except we're no longer cavemen actually, which is kind of surprising. I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer. No, we are. Actually, no, we are actually cavemen now. We have moved out of the animal era, and we are now in the Neolithic era. So we are cavemen. We can finally research things, and we'll need to build a research table and a whole bunch of other stuff, and hopefully we can get somewhere. We are gonna be in a bit of a rough spot early, though. In fact, I expect research to slow down significantly at this point. But that's part of the fun. Anyways, guys, good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.